This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Sam.
Mosh DNC, baby.
And Lionel. And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! Let's go! Oh, man. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Episode 120, by the way. Thank you so much for being here, tuning in to another one to just have some fun. And we got a special guest here today by the name of Mosh DMC. Mosh.
In the building, baby.
What up, baby?
I'm good, man.
Yo,
How you doing?
It's been a minute, man.
Too long.
It really has, bro. Why you stayed away from us, bro?
It was a far drive, man.
Apparently not.
Yeah, you're right.
Apparently not. It's good to see you, man.
Great
How
to
you
see
been?
I've been amazing, man. It's great to see all y'all, honestly. My man in the sling.
We'll get to that.
The black tee.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Appa yip.
I just got it. Appa?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I thought he called you Appa.
Come on.
All right.
Jeez.
I don't stare at your shirts like that, bro.
I be having heat on, bro.
Talk yourself.
Yeah, bro.
Appa
Yeah.
from the Bay.
But anyway, Mosh, how you been? What's life been like, man? Talk to us, bro.
I was away. I was adventuring. I was in the mountains. That was the first time I ever hiked in my life.
Oh.
It was tiring.
Yeah, hiking is tiring.
I saw this like 80-year-olds like climb with like 2 sticks,
Uh-huh.
and it was like passing me by. I'm like, I don't know how y'all do it. I'm here for a solid 10 minutes. I'm gasping for air. Honestly, those stairs are hard too.
The stairs? The stairs? Come on,
I
bro.
walked up 2 flights. I was like, all right, it's time to take a rest.
But it's good to see you, man. Glad you're here.
Of course, man.
Happiness everywhere on you.
Love and
I like
peace.
it. See it. Okay, Lawrence. What happened? What happened to your arm, bro?
In all honesty, I used CoC Haki on my arm. And I injured it a little bit.
That don't make no
That's
sense.
it.
Yeah,
You know,
whatsoever.
I was trying to master a new technique, and it didn't work out well.
Was it the twist this time?
Was it what?
Huh?
You know they say you know how Naruto always be like, or anime.
Lawrence was like, I was trying to do 2 hands this time around.
he's
Pop
like
my shoulder out.
that technique or that jutsu. You never really got into what it was.
Oh,
Yeah. I was trying to do that technique.
you were trying to climb trees.
Nah, this shit sound crazy.
Yeah.
Even what context? I'm like, I don't know.
Alright. What's up, Seb? How are you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm tight.
What?
I lost a bet, you know what I'm saying? I had money on a fight, and it didn't go the way I needed it to go.
Which fight?
Okay.
Canelo, man.
What was the bet?
I needed him to win by KO, bro.
I
I
was
had
gonna
like
say,
3K on the line. He
Let's keep
sold
it.
for me, bro.
3K?
Hate to see it.
That's all right, man.
No, I had 23K on that one. And then the Chiefs sold on me, bro. How they couldn't beat the Jets by 14, bro?
Zach Wilson, bro.
Zach Wilson's a bum.
Sure. He's a BUI product. That's
That don't make it better, bro.
Yo, they almost lost.
should've
That
won.
call was
That
call was
terrible.
suspect.
That was suspect, yo.
Yeah.
It's the
The
Chiefs,
league rigging it for Taylor
Chiefs.
Swift, bro. Crazy.
You a Swiftie?
She mid, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Bombo Cloud.
I'd hit them. I would def hit, but
Blank space?
I'd feel her. Let me stop.
Hey, I don't know what we're talking about here. I kind
The
of
milkman
Hey, yo,
is
Travis.
strong.
Listen,
Travis,
man.
I don't know these guys.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So, guys, for the agenda today, it looks like we're just gonna take calls most of the time, just so you guys can speak to us and ask us questions. It's going to be a 3-hour podcast, by the way. So, if you guys that are on TikTok or anybody else anywhere else come through, Marv will put the number in the live chat. Also, want to say thank you to everybody on Facebook. We currently hit 5.1K, which is kind of crazy. It's growing pretty fast on Facebook, so thank you to that. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere you guys are possibly able to listen to us. Thank you so much. We just hit 63K on subs for YouTube. So thank you for that too. Listen, man, price going up, man. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that continuously supports us. And if you want to support us but can't financially, listen to me. That's completely okay. What you can do is, though, like the video. I really want to get to 1,000 likes. I don't think we got there just yet, but as long as you guys like the video, that is support itself. You don't have to do anything else. Believe me, you really don't. Just watch, like, and if you want to call up, tell us your thoughts. So I just want to say thank you again to everybody. But we have people in the live chat. Let's say what's up to them. Let's get them in here. And then I think we'll bring up the topic that you want to bring up. So Mosh can have his say.
Insane,
and we could go off on it. And then we'll get into phone calls if everything works out smoothly.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people in the chat. Please like the stream, like Larry just said, if you haven't already. But I see No Dice, Toby, Goku2241, OG Lion, Sinowin, 3-Day, Ryu, Hayabusa, Playdon, Anthony's Crew, so many. Lucas Griner, Nerd Taku, what's up, nerd? Trev, Baby Pluton, Ayo, let's go, Zai. Just so many y'all. Pig Hudson, Mike Super 17, Pat Flannery. Oh, man. Galaxy Shogun, Straw Hat Shawty, Mary Senpai, just Nick Quavo. What? I can't read. Elliot? I think it's Elliot. Omuni, just so many of y'all in the chat. Please like the stream if you haven't already. And I see my guy Strahd in the chat. Shout out to Strahd, man.
Yes. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's read some of these super chats.
Yeah, we got a couple soups waiting. We got a membership to Nakama status from Straw Hat Shorty. Thank you so much. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We got another 20 gifted memberships
Pig,
from
man.
Pig. Yo, he's so consistent with these. Thank you so much,
Pig. I'm gonna jump on your back one day, bro.
W's.
Definitely, bro.
Definitely W's for Pig, the Yonko of the crew here. We got
Thank you so
another
much.
10 from Baby Pluton. It says panel looking like a box of assorted chocolate. Just exquisite. ... Pause. Love you, boys.
What
All
y'all got to
love,
say to
man.
that, bro?
I've been milk chocolate my whole life.
Life is
man.
like a box of chocolate.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
We got another membership to Nakama status from Dumas, BB420. Welcome.
BB what? No. Thank you.
We got another 14 months from Pig Hudson as a Yonko. It says 14 months of Larry's bad takes and Seb being cute. And the twins shenanigans. # Larry had bad takes. It said had this time. Had. And then # Sims for Seb. # Lionel isn't real. # Law has a cult. Thank you so much, Pig.
I guarantee you, every time Lawrence hears that and he knows like one of his brothers are watching, he's heated, bro.
They be heated at this poll right
They'd
now.
be like,
I'm
yo,
sorry.
what is that, Lawrence? And then he has to like explain himself like,
I hope they don't
I
see
do
the-
have one, but it's not real.
I hope they don't see the poll, bro. We got another $2 from Straw Hat Shorty. It says, love y'all. Theory Scooper is on Lodestar waiting. Yeah, it's a pretty common one, I think.
You know what I started to notice? I started to notice that Scopper Gaban has like a lot of importance on people's minds. The same way like Bogart does in a way. And then I started to think to myself, I was like, all right, let's put it into perspective. If the Roger Pirates and the Straw Hat Pirates are supposed to be somewhat similar.
Nick Merida, yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever think that after Luffy found the One Piece and his journey is over, all their journeys are over, Luffy sacrifices his life for whatever reason, do you think Sanji would just be at Lodestar for no reason?
No, and I had this when I was breaking down my Burn Scar Man theory too. That was the thought process I had. Like, yo, Roger wouldn't task these people to do these things.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Exactly.
Like Ace didn't have any meaningful interactions with Rayleigh or Crocus. Like,
I mean,
it wasn't a thing.
Rayleigh didn't want to have any meaningful interactions.
but
He was watching his, his grand, he was like, yo, go pass away, bro.
But you get what I mean? Like,
I get it, though.
If Roger was trying to make it so that Ace could be the next Joy Boy or
Yeah,
be the
yeah.
one, find the One Piece. And he's supposed to be strategically placing these people in these important places in the Grand Line.
Yeah.
Yet Ace, the one that he specifically had to do this, never had any interactions with them. It's like, that's just kind of weird to me that that's the point. Like, plus Roger's not inhibiting their freedom. He said, yo, y'all, go do whatever you want. Like, we're not, we're done. The crew is disbanded.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just me.
No, I agree. Roger wouldn't place him in a way to, like, you know, further, like, the person who's going to get the One Piece, because they're either going to get it or they're not. But going by with someone who inherited the will is going to get them there. So Roger's not going to aid them, right? But, and also, I don't see where, we may not even get, like, Bronze Gaban back in the story at all, you know? But the only way I would see, like, you bring out, like, Sanji being there, the only way is if, like, that's where, like, All Blue was, you know? But I doubt that's where All Blue is because they didn't mention it. I'm pretty sure All Blue's going to be on around Laugh Tale, around there, you know? And I think Sanji's going to open up a restaurant near where All Blue is to, like, with, let's say Nami's his wife there, you know, and they're chilling there and they're cooking. Hey, you know, that's what he's trying to get.
That's his dream.
That's word. Yes,
his
All
dream.
Blue and Nami.
That's the All Blue he's searching for. That's all I'm saying.
It's not a mermaid.
Yeah.
But pretty much. But besides from that, no, Sanji, I don't see him just limiting himself just to be there because after that, I think Sanji would live his life. Just like, because Luffy wouldn't want him to do that anyway. Like, be yourself. You know?
Yeah. So basically, the point is, Sanji wouldn't do it. That means Scopper Gaban most likely.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
agree.
do it. Yeah. But Seb.
My bad. Had to do something for work. All right. We got another $5 from that Meet Me. It says, I'm back. We got to solve Beans' gambling addiction. I do not have a gambling addiction. I am required by law.
Yo, his Discord name is the Meet Me Lost Son. In Discord. Just let you know.
Yo. Oh, man. I'm not addicted to it, man.
Pause.
I just, you know what I'm saying? Respect the grind. We got another 2 from Zai. It says, much love to the GOATs, the best part of Mondays. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate
So
that.
sweet.
Thank
Another 2 from Young Jock TV. It says, glad to be here for the stream. Larry has W takes. Yeah, man.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
We got a 12-month membership to Yonko status from Strahd. It says, pause, Lur. Shout out to Strahd for being a Yonko
Yes, thank
for
you,
a whole
Strahd.
year.
For a whole year.
Let's
Thank
go.
you,
Cheers.
Strahd. Strahd!
We got another 2-month member. Oh, we got another $2 from Travis. Says, Lionel looking kind of different.
He got taller.
He definitely got taller.
He got taller.
Definitely got taller, bro.
Glasses.
We got another 2 from Devin Joyce. It says, if Zoro could cut Kaido, what could Mihawk do? Seemingly a lot.
Cut Kaido too,
Yeah, but
I would
know?
guess. Yeah.
assuming he can cut him.
Kaido would finally use armor hockey on his body for the first time.
Oh, word.
Right, let me take
Yo,
some.
Mosh
let me be
about
serious
to get a lot of people startled.
Let me be serious for a second.
We got another 2 from Bazillion Volleyballs. It says, who is your favorite background character? We'll start with Mosh.
Background character?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
I'm a Skypiea guy, so I'm gonna go with Wiper.
It's a
I
good one.
just feel like the whole arc surrounding the Shandians and the Skypians and the whole lore behind it, I really think that it was unexplored because a lot of people didn't like Skypiea and the pacing. But when you actually sit back and like read it chapter by chapter, and then you have the Nolan and Kalgura backstory, I feel like him sort of inheriting Kalgura's will without actually fully knowing the entire story sort of just adds more emphasis to the entire arc itself. And then when you go back and look at other aspects of the story, like later on, it's just like Skypiea sort of encompasses like every single thing throughout the series, all in one arc, and people just overlook it because of the slow pacing. And I feel like Wiper is a conqueror. I feel like Wiper also embodied the will of. He didn't just embody the will, but he also sort of helped push Luffy in a way that some people tend to overlook. And by that I mean, with Luffy going to ring the bell, he originally had, like, you know, when he goes to like other countries, there's like a reason for him doing this, right? And with Wano, it was Otama feeding him, so then he went and fought for him. Vivi later on, because essentially Vivi, I forgot her name when she was when she first Miss Monday.
Yeah, I think it was.
No, Miss
it was
Monday's a black chick.
Miss Wednesday?
Miss Wednesday.
Yeah.
So then he sort of developed a
Miss
Miss
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
he developed a rapport with Vivi later on. In Dressrosa, it was Rebecca. And for Skypiea, I didn't think he had that interaction with anyone, but it was sort of that combative interaction that he had with Katakuri that he had with Wiper on Skypiea that sort of like gave him that edge, like, oh, this is the reason why I'm fighting. Just how Nolan would have fought for Kagura, Luffy fought for Wiper. And that's sort of like that dichotomy that people don't really realize unless you go back and actually watch Skypiea again. I said a lot, sorry, man.
No, you good. That's why we got you here, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Lawrence?
Go ahead, bro.
Honestly, we always bring him up. Γκין. Γκին was... I want him to come back because I thought he was cooler than Don Krieg. Don Krieg was strong, but the way Γκ인 was... we always kind of said, well, like, how he would fare because he beat Sanji, right? And I guess it should have been like, you know, Luffy versus Don Krieg, Zoro versus Γκ인, and Sanji versus the Pearl dude. But Sanji had to double up, and he ended up losing his second fight. But Γκ인 was cool. We kind of wanted him back. Like his style, it was like iron. Was it iron?
They're like
iron typhons, but like an iron ball at the end of it.
exactly.
It was weird. It was like a made up weapon.
It's not Maces or something like that.
Yeah. So I thought Γκ인 was cool. And secondary, I want to add because when I first thought background character, I wasn't thinking someone like really big in.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
I was thinking like behind the scenes, and I was like, I kind of miss Panda Man.
Yo,
Like,
he was my answer. That was my answer,
okay.
Panda Man.
Yeah, I wanted him to come back because we used to get him all the time. And now we don't get him at all. Like I look for him.
He's still popping up.
Yeah,
You just
I don't
gotta
see
look
him.
for him, bro.
I don't see him as much. But yeah.
Larry?
Viola, dog.
Oh yeah.
I love Yiddies.
Wait, Viola.
That's
Who's
really
that
it.
again?
I don't have anything complex
Dressrosa.
about it.
Wait.
Dressrosa.
Dressrosa, I
Clairvoyant.
watched for
Yeah.
Viola, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. I was gonna say Panda Man if I couldn't use Panda Man.
Pick a real one.
I was gonna say Bogart, but it's been a long and winding road leading to nothing right now.
I like how my answer was completely different. All yeah.
Listen, bro.
No, Viper was a good one.
Viola's the first person in the series that Sanji saw and didn't have an immediate nosebleed, but instead he was just in a genjutsu.
Yo,
He
word.
just stood and looked at her like, yo, this is next level, bro.
She built different, bro.
Yeah, bro. She was dancing and doing all this stuff, and she was like... and then Sanji was like...
Bro, they were like she's poking people up, and Sanji was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care, bro.
And low key, that was the first person in Sanji's life throughout the community that thought, yo, Sanji should marry her. That was the first person that everybody's like, yo, I hope that works out. And it's, yo, that's really what it was. Because every other time it was like a gag.
Yeah.
But like with her, it was like, nah, that's probably it, dog. Like the way it worked out, like that's probably it. He was also the first chick. I mean, she was also the first chick that when she cried, he ran from the other side of the island to come save her.
That happened with the Shigi, technically.
That was Zoro's girl though. But it's like, but it was like, yo, he heard her through Haki, through his observation.
I'm like,
So we were like, that's never happened before either.
I just like the whole dynamic with Viola because of the whole like omnipresent like whale sight everything, and like he was like, I can tell that what you're doing isn't what you want to do.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was BS, but it was like, yo, it got through to her.
You know,
for real.
what's crazy that you mentioned that? So y'all don't play the One Piece trading card game at all, right?
You know we don't, bro.
So they added like a kind of a lore in the card game where Doflamingo, the leader effect, essentially at the end of his turn, like 2 of his energies get restood, and Viola's effect is essentially when you attack, one of them get rested, so you can't use it. And I like how that's sort of like playing on the fact that like even though she was with Doflamingo, she didn't really.
She wasn't with the
Yeah.
bro.
It says, to Nakama status, it says, love y'all boys, glad we got another Mosh stream. Yeah, man, shout out to Mosh being here, but Toby, man, watch yourself, bro. Watch yourself.
Yeah, you wild, bro.
We got another 5 from Dumas BB420. It says, been watching you guys for a while. Love the podcast. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Dumas.
Thank you,
Appreciate you, man.
We got another 280 from King SSD. It says, can Jimbei beat Sanji in a 1v1?
Fight?
I assume, yeah.
Not gonna be fight.
In a fight, yeah.
Real question fight?
So, yeah, they fighting. I think he can.
Yo,
I don't think he would. I think he could.
bro, that's dollar menu fish fillet, bro.
Oh man.
Dollar.
Oh, man. Listen, he got the water for that flame leg, bro.
He can walk in water too.
Oh yeah, he can burn a little.
Yeah. What's it called?
I forgot. He like
Blue
spawned
walk.
underwater.
Blue walk, yeah.
That was the fakest thing that's ever happened in One Piece, bro.
I got Sanji, but Jimbei be one-shotting people. He one-shotted one of Big
one-shot-
Mom's sons. Like easy work. The one that was watching Luffy while he was in the book. Jimbei came up and just punched him once. Fight was
Opera.
over.
Yeah.
It was
Opera.
Put him
Or
down.
twin.
I watched Who's Who get past his armor in Haki. I watched Sanji take a sword to the neck, chilling. You mean to tell me if all right? Let's switch Jimbei and Sanji in that moment. What happened to Jimbei?
Jimbei catches the sword and breaks it.
Sanji only got hit by the sword because he was distracted or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
it's
in
always
general,
like,
No, I'm saying
Sanji was going to
general.
So he's saying that he watching get body, right? So I'm saying like, can Jimbei output that kind of damage to put Sanji down like that?
Yes.
Well, you do realize that Queen is questionable if he even used Haki. Like, why wouldn't he? Yes, but he didn't use Haki hardening. We know that for a fact.
Thank you.
But this dude was using Haki hardening against Jimbei, and it barely got past for like a little bit. But then also too, later on, Jimbei used Haki hardening where it broke the same things that were hitting him before.
It wasn't hard in that actually, bro. When Who's finger broke, he wasn't even making contact. So I don't know if it's like Fishman karate or like advanced arm with the invisible armor around it.
Yeah.
So that's a whole like another thing. But the thing is, Queen even without Haki is still able to put up has amazing feats. Like when Brachial Bomb when he knocked out Big Mom, no Haki, knocked out Big Mom. That's a cyborg.
There was more there.
Obviously, the
He didn't physically just knock out Big Mom. That's not what happened, bro. She was having mental like an episode.
But she didn't use Haki. So I'm saying neither of them used Haki, but he was still able to knock out Big Mom. So I'm saying like Queen's physical strength is immense. I would say Queen is physically stronger than Jimbei.
So you got Sanji. I got Sanji.
Yeah, they both got Jimbei. I'm assuming.
No,
I think Lawrence had Sanji.
To me, I got Sanji, but Jimbei could win the fight. Like, it's not,
That's
to me,
okay.
it could go 50-50, or you can even go 60-40. But Jimbei has a chance of beating Sanji, but I do favor Sanji in the fight.
My biggest thing is I don't think that Jimbei can. So Jimbei has to continually land hits on Sanji and then stack that damage to a point that we haven't even seen because Sanji's like regen ability and also just a durability and endurance altogether. So I don't think Jimbei could hit him enough to put him down. Is what I'm getting at. That's what I was saying. You have to hit him multiple times, like not even just Sanji trying to dodge. You know what I'm saying? And his endurance as well.
So one person has shown before the time skip that he was able to fight for 3 days. Sanji has shown he's only been able to fight at that level for like 10 to 15 minutes. So
well, see, here's the thing though, Larry.
So the thing
that's
is, too,
after he was fighting King and Queen.
Oh, 5 days, my bad. So again, if we're gonna go off of Sanji right now, Sanji after fighting King and Queen and Jimbei after fighting Who's Who, Jimbei would still whoop Sanji.
Huh?
What? Wait, you're saying non-awakened Sanji.
If we're giving them both fights prior to how they were during the fights that they ended up fighting in, then I would say that Jimbei overall is going to have a higher chance of beating Sanji because we're going to evil the playing field, right?
Wait. So you're saying after Sanji fought King and Queen?
Yes.
Before he fought Queen the second time?
Yeah.
And if Jimbei then fought at that moment?
Yeah, but
Sanji just fought Who's Who. But are you saying awakened Sanji? Like, does he have the awakened?
Yeah, he has all that stuff.
Oh,
I think that puts Sanji over the top. Personally,
if
he has access
again,
to...
he was only able to fight Queen at that level for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Because
that's it. And then what happened?
Because his body was changing.
Okay,
his body got fatigued.
So his body, what? That's headcanon. We don't know if he just gained
how
fatigue.
much water is nearby.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter.
Wait, time out. Wait, you're talking about like on land, no water?
On land is dub, bro.
Whoa, bro.
On land is dub.
We know that he could still do water shots.
On land is dub.
Okay, so we went to Fishman Island. We saw a hoodie and we saw Hold on. We saw a hoodie and we saw Jimbei able to throw water bullets when there was no water around.
Okay, let me ask you, is Jimbei stronger or weaker in water?
I would say that he's stronger. If we're gonna give everybody this post-time skip strength, right? Jimbei from Fishman Island to now is stronger.
No, I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like.
Saying in
I'm
water.
talking about in water.
Yo, I'm not speaking about water. Water has nothing to do with
this.
this.
Because fish are stronger in water.
They had a beachfront, bro. There's water there.
No, bro. Why do we need to give that advantage? There's no advantage to give.
Because he's stronger in that situation.
Every time I've seen a fisherman fight in water, they've lost. God. So I don't care about the water part.
So you're confidently saying to me that you think Jimbei would beat Sanji out of water?
Yes. Queen, honestly, Queen was using nothing but gimmicks and technology against Sanji. When he went to go slice Sanji with that sword was a no-named attack by a sword that's not known at all. So either way, there's nothing behind that attack except him swinging a sword. So granted, he can tank the attack. That's cool. That's okay. But when we're talking about a person that was shooting Haki at Jimbei, and that same Haki bites were going through the floor to multiple floors, it proved that even when Jimbei took it, and it was supposed to rip off his arm, he took it off and was okay with it. And then he proceeded to like two-shot Who's Who real quick when he got serious. Who's Who didn't get back up. Queen didn't use one Haki feat at all.
So my problem with what your logic is here is that I don't think Sanji would even need to go into his away. Like, he wouldn't need to tap into his exoskeleton in the beat.
Well, first
at all.
Well, Queen's Haki feat was early when Sanji was doing 𝐷𝐸𝐷. But the thing is, Queen... Okay, let me ask you a question. If Queen wraps Jimbei in Brachio Snake is Jimbei's bones breaking?
The thing is, I don't think Jimbei would allow that to happen.
I'm asking.
But you're putting him in a situation where he's most likely not going to have that happen. The only reason that happened was because
he's just arguing the durability of it.
I'm making a point.
No, but so again, if you're going to argue durability points, you got to be like, okay, so if Queen ended up kicking or punching Jimbei, would he have been hurt? Putting him in Brachiosaurus is basically saying Jimbei is dealing with an existential crisis where he gets caught in it. You can't do that.
The reason why I'm saying is because
if Zoro got caught in that too, Zoro would have the same effect that Sanji
so
had.
let me ask you a question. So who's faster?
So that's unfair.
No, so who's faster?
Who's faster? Sanji.
Okay, who has better observation so far that we know?
We don't know.
Based on you're talking about feats.
We don't know. I would say Sanji. He showed that he had better observation feats.
So Sanji,
but Jimbei hasn't had the panel time enough to show that.
So I'm saying that Queen was not only fast enough, but also caught Sanji off guard to the point where Queen was able to wrap himself around Jimbei.
Okay.
And then break Jimbei's bones. Break Sanji's bones. So I'm saying if you switch those two people,
that's not
what he's saying is based. This person's faster and has better observation.
But
so
it's
he's more likely to be caught.
Hold on, I understand what he's saying, but what I'm saying is that's a manipulated question. Why? Because even though Sanji does have the observation to like avoid that, he didn't. Why? Because he was dealing with his body changing. That's the only reason he got caught by that.
Okay, so now you're
so
now you can see that his body was changing and that sort of.
No, I'm saying because he was dealing with stuff mentally is the reason why he got caught by that.
Yeah. So the reason why I said that wasn't to say that Jimbei would get caught. My thing was to build a foundation that not only is Sanji faster, but also his observation is higher, and also his endurance/durability is higher. So now you have to put Jimbei in a situation. Can he deal that kind of damage to Sanji? I don't believe so.
Yeah, whoever's
that's not mine.
All right. Again, you can't use that aspect of the fight in order to prove that's why Sanji would just be better than Jimbei. Why? Because if Zoro... Does Zoro show any type of observation feats comparable to Sanji?
No, so I think you're...
You asked me to ask you. You asked me a question.
I don't think Sanji wasn't going through anything physically when he got caught Brachiosaurus.
I think I'm saying it's just to build a foundation of is he faster and is his observation better?
Then you got to prove other ways of him. Be like, he turned invisible because he was going so fast. You're using feats that are just saying if this person was in this situation, then that would happen to him too. Where that's not going to happen to Sanji.
Bro, I'm saying his speed and durability.
Right. So he can turn invisible because he's so fast, right?
Okay.
And also he can tank attacks because he could just regenerate, right? Okay, that's cool. Is Zoro as fast as Sanji?
No.
Okay, does Zoro have the observation Haki of Sanji?
People gonna argue yes, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, so who would win in a fight?
Debatable. Depends who you ask.
Zoro.
Depends who you ask.
Zoro.
Definitely depends who you ask.
Okay,
Zoro.
I'm asking you, who wins in the fight?
Zoro.
I have him equal, man.
I have
him equal.
Okay, so again, this is where context and storylines clash, right? So what I'm going to tell you is that Jimbei has been able to show that if he was to stare at Yonko like Big Mom in the face, he's on the same level where it's going to be Law, Kid, Luffy, Zoro, and possibly Killer, because they were able to stand up to them even when they were scaring them, right?
So you're saying Jimbei's in the same category as them?
I would say Jimbei.
So then you also put Frankie there too.
I would say Jinbei's closer to them than Sanji is.
So you have to put Frankie in that same category then?
Yeah, now you wild, bro.
But the thing is, what I'm saying to you, when she directly used Conquerors on him specifically, and was like, yo, treat or life. And he was like, yo, I'm not scared of you. Like, I can compete with you. And then he proceeded to punch Big Mom off the ship. And then also, hold on. The thing is, too, it's like, again, there's a stamina factor. We've seen it in the story many times with Luffy. Luffy can compete with these people like Kaido. He could compete with people like Katakuri. He could compete with people like Cracker and Doflamingo. But for those 10 to 15 minutes, as he's competing, he never fully completes the fight. So if he runs out of his stamina, which Sanji has stated that he does have stamina issues when it comes to this, then he's going to prove that he can only fight for so long. So if Jimbei outlasts all his attacks and is able to compete with him, and we know that his Haki level is most likely stronger than Sanji's, we're only worrying about observation, we're only worrying about speed. But if I was to offer that same counter argument about Blackbeard and Sanji fighting Blackbeard and Sanji having all these extra qualities that Blackbeard doesn't have, you would still say that Blackbeard wins. What I'm saying is the
Blackbeard
same
has
thought.
Hawks though.
What Hawks? If I'm outspeeding you, if Blackbeard's able to get attacked whenever,
See, the thing is, okay, so just to go back to the Gazor
does
argument,
Blackbeard have better durability than Sanji?
durability or endurance?
Don't matter, bro. Does he have anything that's better than Sanji besides Devil Fruits?
I would say no. I would say, but he's
So then,
his
again,
endurance.
this argument of just like, yo, because he's faster and because he has better observation doesn't mean anything.
But I'm saying,
you're bringing
that
this
was
to so
only
many
the first
different
part.
points.
That was my foundation question, and then I was going to build off of it. That's why I was saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, we already see Sanji using a freak Jimbei. His AP is high enough to deal a lot of damage to Jimbei very quickly before Jimbei can even realize what's happening to him.
That's not true either.
I don't
Because
know if I agree
hold
with
on.
that.
That's not. But this is the thing too, right? Okay, he uses Diamble Jambe. Is it hotter than magma?
Is a freak? It's blue flames. We can
Is
argue
it
that.
hotter? Is it hotter than magma?
We can argue.
We can argue. I saw an admiral who has Rio, who has armament Haki, who is top tier in the verse right now. He did punch or try to punch through Luffy. Jimbei ended up blocking it. And we can probably guess he didn't use any type of armament Haki. He probably just used the water.
Either water or fishman.
Okay, so now let's add armament Haki to that.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Do you think 𝙑𝐶's AP is higher or lower than Sanji's?
I would say it depends on the technique that he uses.
don't.
Bro.
It depends on the technique that he uses.
First, Dialbe Jambe is already durability
Negation.
Not negation. Bypassing. Already bypassing
So
durability.
it acts like Rio. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm saying now you're adding a higher flame, faster speed, and stronger attacks.
Okay, and then how many times?
And it's going to stack. I'm saying.
So how many times did Queen get hit with that?
A lot.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. With Ifrit, after he got hit with Ifrit, the fight was over. Like, there was no point where he took it and was like, all right, I'm good still.
No, he got knocked off of
Bro, he
Onigashima.
got knocked out of his hyper form.
No, he got knocked out. Completely out. And then, was gone.
But who's a better fighter?
Between who?
Queen or Jimbei?
Jimbei. To me.
Okay, then. Yo, this guy is not going to get hit that many times by Sanji and not be able to block it.
But I'm saying, that's the thing. Even if he's able to block it, it's going to stack. And the thing is, Jimbei's not going to be able to perceive how. Yes.
Yeah, we take it too long.
Right,
he was basically. I just said it. He was blocking Akainu, who's magma, who's considered the highest AP in the game.
That is one.
He has a higher AP than Sanji, and he blocked it.
Listen, bro. The thing is, this is direct. Okay, all right. So if I'm gonna punch Sebastian, right, and you jump in front of Sebastian, oh, sorry, man. Okay, and you know I'm gonna punch Sebastian, right? Could you block it? Could you prepare yourself to block it, right?
I could possibly, yeah.
Okay, so now imagine there's 10 of me punching Sebastian at the same time. Would you
10
have to block?
of you, because there's not 10 of you.
There's 10 people like me. 10.
He's talking.
He's just talking about speed wise. I couldn't be able to block it all.
Exactly.
But what I'm telling you is that there's one person, right? And just because you're
time out. So wait, you just conceded that 𝙑𝐶's attacks are stronger than Akainu's then? That's what you said.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't.
Yes, it is.
I didn't say that.
That's what you just said, that he was able to block Akainu's, so he should be able to block Sanji's.
This logical fallacies on both
He wasn't
ends
able
here,
to
bro.
stop 𝙑𝐶's.
I can't hear him. What did he say?
He wasn't able to block 𝙑𝐶's. 𝙑𝐶's attacks bypassed Jimbei's armament. So then you're saying that 𝙑𝐶's attacks would be stronger than Akainu's as well.
No, that's not what I'm saying either. You
just said the reason why he couldn't do damage to Jimbei is because Jimbei was able to block Akainu.
You're playing around with the intricacies of the fight. It's the same thing as me saying, okay, so like Akainu was able to punch
2 more minutes,
and use whatever he used against to attack Luffy.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we look at the Garp situation,
Yeah.
he couldn't just block Shiryu because of whatever he was doing, right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that in that instance, when Akainu is bloodlusted, and he's trying to go after the main protagonist of the show, and he knows that people are trying to intercept him, he's going to use some of his strongest attacks. What I'm saying is that there are attacks, such as like swords, who do more damage than regular blunt attacks.
Yes.
And that's true, right?
Yes.
That's the reason why, even though Luffy can use Rio and use Conqueror's Coding Advanced form, Zoro in his normal Conqueror's state can just use a sword and just be able to cut Kaido.
Yeah.
It would be more difficult for him. So what I'm trying to say is, who's using his teeth? It's a sharp object. He was able to create enough attack damage in order to bypass certain aspects of blocking with Haki. Right? That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Sanji doesn't have that. He ultimately fights with blunt attacks, and then he uses his flames like Rio, which ends up hurting him. Sanji's using Haki, of course, but he's not using Rio Haki. So I'm going to say, for my instance, if Jimbei can block Magma, and it's from the person in the show who has the highest AP, said highest AP, then I'm going to assume that he could just block regular Jimbei whatever attacks at will. Now the point is, again, can he block them because Sanji is so fast, or Sanji has the observation Haki? That's the one aspect of the fight that's very unsure. That's what makes it extreme diff. But if I said, yo, Zoro would have those same type of difficulties, you gotta say Zoro wins either way, because you just know Zoro wins. Am I bugging?
It doesn't. Wait, I'm gonna move on. We can talk about that later.
I'm just done with this, bro.
So we can move on, but I just want to say, just because, for example, 𝙏𝙗 got into Jimbei with those spike things over his Haki, with his teeth, doesn't mean that his Haki's beta are stronger. Because, like, for example, I mean, just one that we can move on. Who do you think is stronger, Luffy or Cracker? Or Haki stronger, Luffy or Cracker?
Haki? Oh, yeah, obviously Luffy.
No, but I'm talking about Luffy then when he was fighting Cracker, not now.
It's close because he was able to block Gear 4. So it's close.
But like he was also getting pushed back by Gear 4, right? So like Cracker's like Luffy and Base wasn't able to like push Cracker's crackers or biscuits that much. Like he was able to get through it, but they were able to block it. But once Luffy started using Gear 4, he was breaking through them like they were nothing.
No, they were still blocking him. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about single crackers. They took a lot to break the Black Luffy's Gear 4. Because I was just watching it. I watched it recently. That Luffy was breaking through him, and that's why he was able to eat them after Nami was like putting water on them, right? But Cracker was still able to cut through Luffy's Gear 4 punch, right? So
cut through? Like he was able to cut him.
Exactly.
He cut through.
No, yeah. You saw blood.
He almost cut.
Yeah, he cut. I was not saying he cut off Luffy's arm, but you cut enough deep enough where blood started coming out of Luffy's arm. So he used that same thing where like, while Jimbei's blocking with Haki or whatever, but those spikes still got through. Yeah, it got through, but it's not like it did a crazy amount of damage. It was like, oh, his Haki's automatically stronger than Jimbei's, or Cracker's Haki's automatically stronger than Luffy's.
But I think the fact that he was able to cut Luffy, that means that at that moment they're very close, at least. Like it's not like a huge disparity between the two. Yeah. With Jimbei, even though like I know you're talking about blunt versus slashing damage, even with that fact, if Jimbei's was that much stronger than 𝙏𝙗, but Jimbei, I would say Jimbei and 𝙏𝙗 are very like if 𝙏𝙗 was like a 8, Jimbei's like an 8.5 in that situation because they're very close. I'm just giving you a number because in Haki, because he wouldn't be able to get past Jimbei's full body armament if he wasn't that close, at least that close. So I'm saying, even though you can argue slashing damage versus blunt damage, like to Larry's point, if he's able to block Akainu's punch, even though it is blunt, but it's not only blunt, but it's hot. It's the combination of the two.
It's melting. Yeah.
Yeah. So if 𝙏𝙗 was able to bypass his defense, regardless of its slashing versus blunt, Sanji was to be able to impart damage onto Jimbei that would later on like stack because he can continuously be hit by that same amount of force continuously over and over again. So it's like Akainu constantly punching him with that same punch multiple times, or when 𝙏𝙗 was like, I don't know if it was like finger barrage, but when he's basically like doing finger pistol over and over again. Like the fact he was able to bypass his armament, even though it was like a little bit, it was still stacking that damage, and his armament Haki was still at least to a level comparable or the same.
Okay, but then going to the end of that fight with Jimbei and 𝙏𝙗, right? Yeah. He started. I guess he increased his strength of his Haki. I think he bloomed. Because I don't. You could say he bloomed, but to me, it's like, for example, what Law showed it, like with more or stronger Haki output. right? It could be that he put more Haki into it, but after a while, ☆Hus's fingers started to break, right? And then when he grabbed ☆Husu couldn't do nothing to get out of it. And then the fight ended, kind of showing that ☆Husu wasn't. They're not on the same level.
No.
Exactly.
No.
They're not even close.
No, I'm saying I never said they were close.
Okay.
You said one is an 8 and one is an 8.5.
I'm saying hockey. I'm saying hockey wise, based on what in that moment they would have to be close.
Even hockey wise, they're not that close.
They would have to be for him to bypass his armament. It wouldn't make sense not to.
Well, because if you want to argue that, if that's the case, then why was one able to take one's attack, but then ☆Husu, as soon as Jimbei really attacked him, he could take none of it.
Okay, so
the fight was over.
Let me ask you a question: Which attack would do more damage to Kaido? A basic armament or Ryo?
Ryo.
Why?
Because it goes in deeper.
That's what Jimbei did. He basically bypassed all ☆Husu's armor. And
He's saying if they were close enough in strength, he should be able to take more of those
no,
shots.
but I'm saying bypassing your defense, that just sort of throws the whole metric out the window. That's what I'm saying. That's what Luffy learned it in the first place, because it sort of bypassed all of Kaido's defense.
I get what you're saying.
Are y'all done?
Yeah. All right,
Jesus.
A few moments.
Can't let y'all talk for
I'll
2
say this.
seconds, bro.
Who is a more lethal fighter than Queen was?
I would say so. Yeah.
I would disagree.
No, lethal. I would say ☆Husu went for the jugular. Queen was a.
One was a tank and one was offensively capable.
I'm not getting into all that.
All right, move on.
Queen was stronger than ☆Husu.
No, Queen is stronger than who's who. I'm not denying
Lethal
that.
fighter, I agree.
I'm just saying that one's more lethal. If Sanji was to get bit by one of those bites, he'd probably lose in a shoulder. Let's see him regenerate one.
All right. Are y'all done?
Yeah.
Yo, like this stream, guys.
All right, we got another 10 from Brendan Miller. It says, took 3 gummies before Red Hot Chili Peppers this past weekend and spent 45 minutes standing in a puddle and had no idea. Might have trench foot now. So I had a rough weekend too, Sev. Mine wasn't that tough. But hope you enjoyed the concert, if you could even fathom it at that point. We got another 2 from Jason Craig. It says, which Straw Hat passing makes the most sense? Usopp.
Brooke. The reason why is because I feel like the people who lived the life already, it's sort of like.
Oh, you mean narratively?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he dead.
He's already gone, bro. Exactly. I mean,
he already passed, bro. He got to pass.
yo,
twice.
if he falls in water, is it just over? Or if they get the bones back, is he back?
So the thing is, right? So that's an interesting question because
You know?
Brooke is not tied to his body,
Exactly.
His
I was gonna say
soul-
his soul
Yeah,
can just be above
yeah.
the water.
and his soul. And the thing is, the power of the devil fruit is within the body, but his soul power is something separate. And that's what because the revive fruit was the fruit. The soul power is
I gotta
the next
see.
aspect.
I gotta see it in action, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta see it. We got another 2 from William West. It says, first time watching live, helping get through work. I hope you enjoyed being here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We got another 10 from Alex Franco. It says, I had a thought recently. The real life Blackbeard got taken down by the Royal Navy on I can't pronounce that. Ocracoke Beach, 1718. Is that Nicaragua, I guess? Would Oda mirror it and have Blackbeard being taken out not by Luffy but by the Marines?
I think that's North Carolina, bro.
There's no way it's North Carolina, bro.
You think it says Nicaragua?
There's no way it's North Carolina. There's no way it's North Carolina. Am I crazy?
I don't know if you
North Carolina, like America, North
Carolina!
Petey Pablo?
Yeah, bro.
Listen,
I don't know, bro.
I think it's Nicaragua. As far as the question goes itself,
don't
getting
know,
taken out, like arrested, cool, but I need Luffy to be.
He gonna
fighting
take
Blackbeard.
himself out, bro. Guaranteed.
Yeah, and I think doesn't Oda kind of he takes some parts from the real pirates, but then he gives it to other people. I think he kind of already did that with Roger, so to speak, where Roger obviously didn't get taken out by the Marines, but he handed himself in. But the Marines told the story that we took Roger out. So I kind of he gave that to and a little bit of Whitebeard already, the Marineford War battle. So I think he used that twice already. I doubt he's going to do the same with Blackbeard.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what Marine could you even see being Blackbeard?
It's probably gonna be Kobe.
Like you could see a Marine.
Oh God.
Like you could see a Marine beating him. Like there are Marines that you can put over Blackbeard, depending on who he has, obviously.
𝐿𝐴𝐽𝐺, Akainu.
But would you actually see someone actually beat him? It's just it'd be weird.
He almost got beat by one. He's on his ship.
Oh man, we got another 2 directed directly at you, Mosh.
Oh, what's up?
It says new thoughts on kids since the last time, Mosh.
New thoughts?
Has there been new information?
So there was I forgot who the Twitter user was, but he was basically saying how the 𝘍𝑝𝗼 may save kid, right? And it was a very abstract thought, but at the same time, like the fact that their ship is named after like that whole thing, it was like an interesting thing. Like, oh, that could possibly happen. But I think the fact that we're going to 𝐿𝐵𝐵 next, I think we definitely will see Kid again. I think what Oda is trying to do is basically build up the new generation, and I don't think it's going to be like Luffy by himself. Like even though it's Luffy and the Straw Hats, even though Shanks himself is also like part of that generation, I think the worst generation, maybe the Supernovas, maybe all of them, I don't know, but definitely at least some of them are going to be a part of the final war. Like with Law, Kid, and Luffy, definitely, I think will definitely be a part of it. So I don't think he's out, but I think going to 𝐿𝐵𝐵 is going to be what brings him back. Will he be stronger? Who knows? But I definitely think we're going to get more of Kid.
We got another 2 from Strahd. It says Jimbei's 3rd, so. Thanks, Strahd. We got another 2 from Terrence Matthews. It says Bumbeard gonna have to step up for final boss. Yep. That's real.
But why is Jimbei 3rd though? What was the reason behind that? Was he higher than Sanji originally?
It's just a gag. Sanji's always 4th or whatever on the crew, right?
Like he was above Zoro last time, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's always 4th.
But also too, for a while, Jimbei was stronger than all of them. They all had to catch up to get past Jimbei. So I guess we're still
Who's all?
No, but I'm saying like what did
Jimbei was stronger?
What was
than
on Jimbei's
too,
resume
bro.
to put him higher? You know,
Pre-skip.
Like it was Sanji beating King and then like also fighting Kaido. Like what was Jimbei's resume? It was like beating _Hsu?
Jimbei was a warlord. He was a former pirate captain of the Fishman Pirates.
Oh, he left Big Mom's.
Jimbei been around the block, bro. He's been here for a minute.
He got the _Hsu and the Straw Hat buff, the Yonko buff. It was both, yeah. So I think it was both.
Jimbei's name rings out more than Sanji's.
First son of the sea, or first prince of the sea, something like that.
We got another 2 from Luis Rodriguez. It says, I think I'm supposed to place. Oh no, it says, who was Shanks talking about to the Gorosei? I saw a meme that he was talking about Buggy to troll his best friend, and now he's a Yonko because of it. That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like
there's no way Shanks was like, yo, make Buggy a Yonko. There's no way.
He knows about the wolf. Like just all that just to troll him.
Nah.
This is. I mean, I originally thought I made a whole video when I thought it was Luffy, and then I went back and like watched that whole segment again about the gum fruit being changed, the name being changed again, and I'm just like, it makes sense that it could be Luffy, and then how the chapters were sort of like plotted, and that makes sense that he was talking about Luffy, then Luffy awakens the gum like the very next second. But I don't know. I just make sense it's Blackbeard. I just think it should just be Blackbeard, honestly.
Honestly, it's probably gonna end up being none of them.
Like a new pirate?
I have an idea.
Someone new. Go ahead.
I think it's the Burn Scar man.
That's who I was literally about to say. I was thinking him, but I was thinking _𝑊𝐵, but nah, that makes no sense.
I was
thinking the
Was
Burn
it a
Scar
pirate? Did Blackbeard say it was a pirate that had it?
No, we never got confirmation.
I actually have a dope theory on the
I
Burn
actually
Scar.
like that idea as a Burn Scar.
It
That's what I
only
thought.
makes sense because of the fact that Shanks' goal has been kind of like the One Piece itself, and also looking out for other pirates. And if he knows that there's like incoming changes that the world will, experience, and he doesn't think that would be best course for the world, then he's probably like, yo, I know where all the poneglyphs are, right?
Yeah.
Like he went to Wano knowing that there was a poneglyph there and nobody else knew except like 2 people.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so then you must know who the Burn Scar man is. And then he goes right after, I'm going to go after the One Piece. Well, he never got the painting of the poneglyph from Wano. He just took kids after.
Right.
So it's like, okay, so you went there to go kind of meet Blackbeard because you thought he would go there, but also because you wanted to go after the One Piece. But if you had no need to go to Wano and get the printing, then you must have some information on it. So then he leaves, and then what does he do? He goes, yo, we're going to go after One Piece. So it's like, oh, damn, that's crazy.
Yo, that's so good. It makes me feel like my theory is
Wait,
wrong.
time out. But wouldn't the timeline be messed up then? Because when he went to ask the Gorosei about the man with the burn scar,
He probably already knew that this was all coming to fruition. He probably has like this general insight of like how things are going to work out if certain steps are to happen, which is how he saw Blackbeard foreshadowed to be like, yo, taking Whitebeard out. So he warned Whitebeard.
Yeah, plus in general, Shanks likely knows about the Burn Scar man as in general, and like that was the best time to sneak in there.
That makes
'Cause it was
sense.
the
I
reverie,
asked him
like-
about, I want to know. The only thing is that, like, when they were talking about the man with the burn scar, they sort of mentioned, like, that he was sort of in cahoots with the Marines, or, like, sort of, like...
So Mosh, I never told you this, right?
Yeah.
But I have a theory that I'm working on where I think the burn scar man is a former Navy admiral. Right, I think it's the only way that you could generate real hype on any sort of title card for him, and just something I saw within a 𝗠𝐚𝐬 infograph, like with like a interview that Oda did. But in general, plus the burn scar, maybe a 𝗠𝐚𝐬 was involved with that. But it could still be that. But Larry's got me thinking that I might be off base here now. But now if he is, and Shanks knows that he is. Right? Like, that's why he went to talk to them. Because it's like, yo, y'all put him in charge to do this. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Wait,
I think it's for him to be able to.
No, I was going to say real quick, but it could be both, though. He could be a Marine that became a pirate.
Yeah, it's like solid.
I just don't know. If he's a pirate, he just hating. Because he just stopping people from getting there.
You know what's crazy?
If he's duty bound, I think it just makes more sense.
So, is the last poneglyph is the one from Fishman Island, right?
Yeah, that was the one that's missing.
So do you think, I was thinking it's like, and then we know he's on a pirate ship, but he can also create like typhoons or what's it called?
Whirlpools.
Whirlpools, yeah. So I was thinking like, what if it was like a fishman? And
Well, Shanks doesn't have a fishman on his crew right now that we know of.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
So what if the last person was a fishman? Because remember also that if you go back, the lineage or the clan that Fishman Town was a part of built ships as well. Powerful ships. I think they also had the blueprints passed down throughout their clan that built Pluton. I'm not saying the ship that the man with the burning scar is Pluton, but he can build a ship essentially like that. And if he is a fisherman, it kind of makes sense too that the last poneglyph would be given to a fisherman, and the last time we saw the poneglyph was on Fishman Island, and the person that's sailing away with the poneglyph is a fisherman. And it's interesting because he could also be an admiral too.
If he can't be a fishman and admiral.
Yeah, no.
They've made it a point that not a single fishman has been inside the Marines for real. Like, not one. Not in the government. Jimbei, that was the point.
Yeah.
That he gave them the role because he would have been the first one ever.
Yeah.
So it can't be both.
But I'm saying
in that way.
Hated by fishermen. You joined the Marines, bro.
I mean, he out, right? Right now, he's looked at as an op.
Who?
So. The bird scar, man.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying, I'm starting to think he is a fisherman though.
I'm going admiral. You going fishman?
I'm not, because I believe that like Bachelor said it before. Like Luffy gets the best of the best, and I was going to actually use against the whole Sanji thing, but we're done with that. Jimbei is the strongest fisherman, like in history. Like from we've seen, there's not really a fisherman that kind of compares to him.
I don't think there's any way for us to quantify that.
I know there's not, but from what I'm seeing, from like hockey wise, fisherman ability, karate, all of that, fisherman seems to be the best.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think Jimbei has conquered Haki?
No.
And that's my problem. Like I'm saying he's the strongest fisherman, but he doesn't have conquerors Haki. So like,
that's racist.
I'm gonna say,
yeah, that's racist.
That's crazy.
Yo, you hear Lionel? I don't know if I should say it, but Lionel's like, have you noticed that there's not one black person in the show at Congress Haki?
Why?
That's what Lionel brought out. I was just like, damn.
Kaido not black?
Kaido's like Mongolian. People don't think Blackbeard does. He's like
Big Mom had a lot of black in her.
Katakuri's daddy could be black. You don't know.
Yeah, true. Whitebeard gotta have conquerors. I don't know.
Whitebeard black, bro.
We got another. Y'all terrible. We got another two from that meet your son, man. It says beard piece or bald piece.
Both. I think both.
All right, we got another. What is that? 5 from Salamander, not Salamander. It says, do you guys think that Momo's grandfather is going to teach him to read the poneglyphs? He was the one who taught Odin. # Buggy Gang. Yes, I think he has to.
For sure, yeah.
He better do your.
Well, he did kind of say that he wanted nothing to do with
it.
Yeah, but they convinced him to man up for once.
Oh,
he needs to take responsibility.
They were like,
bro.
yo, bro, go out and tell them, right?
Yeah,
He being a little punk.
I genuinely think that he needs to make a sword from Momonosuke.
That would be dope.
Like,
that would be dope.
So I
You know, he already has.
he has Amano Hamakiri that was made by was it Kozaburo? I think it was made by Kozaburo.
I don't know the sword.
Oh, I got what you mean.
But Odin's dad was his dad was a 2-sword style user. Like, I assume at some point Momo's gonna emulate that.
But he wasn't that good of a swordsmith, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying his greatest work was the
one that Zoro
has. Damn, I lived in a whole video on the swords. I can't remember the names.
No, that wasn't him. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't.
No, the white sword that Zoro has.
The _𝙑𝙀 was made by his master.
Same guy that made Emma.
No, Enma was Kozaburo. Kozaburo made, I think, Enma and Amano Habakiri. The Katetsu that Tenguyama had before we knew who Sukiyaki was made by his predecessor.
You're talking about the white sword. Or are you talking about a different sword?
So Enma and Amano Habakiri, the two swords that Oden had, were made by Kozaburo. Okay. The Katetsu that was on the wall that Luffy took in early Wano was made by his teacher. Yeah. And then I forgot the name of the other Katetsu, but the Katetsu that Zoro had was made by him. So two swords that Zoro has.
The cursed one.
Yeah, so Zoro has Wado Ichimonji and Enma, which are both made by Kozaburo. I don't actually know if Amano Habakiri was made by Kozaburo. I forgot the name of the person who made it.
The cursed one, is made by Oden's father. That one.
Yeah, so Zoro has one made by Oden's father and two made by Kozaburo.
Right. Yeah.
The Amano Habakiri, I can't remember the name of the person who made that. I think it was a Katetsu who made it. Like the name of the person was Katetsu. Can't remember. Someone fact check me on that. But essentially, I want his best work to be to Momonosuke. Like he was never able to make like a supreme grade sword or even like a great sword. So I want him to make like a sword like on Enma's level. Yeah.
Like the guy said his greatest masterpiece was Enma. So I guess I'm seeing Oden's father because I don't remember his name.
Sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki's greatest masterpiece would be for Momo. Okay, I guess.
Sukiyaki trash, man. Man was hiding. No, let me stop.
Nah, he a punk.
We got another 5 from Buggy the Dragon. It says, "Sup guys, I totally love the new fan calls vid. I never knew how much I wanted to see a Blackbeard army with green blood. You guys keep Mondays at work bearable."
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, shout out to Larry. That was all Larry's idea to make the fan call segments.
Yeah, little videos. Unfortunately, they're not doing so well, but it's content for you guys. So. Because I know most people don't watch the full podcast episodes on YouTube and stuff like that, but they really listen on Spotify and audio, so.
Okay. We got another 7-month membership to Nakama status from JT. What's up, JT? It says, "Yo, Mosh, show me a band right now."
You got a band on you? Yeah. You got a band?
Yo, imagine.
I really hope you don't got a band.
I hope. Don't flex your buddy on the street.
I'm saying,
we don't do that.
We don't do that.
I'm all bad, bro.
Oh man,
you really got a band.
We got another $2 from Brazilian Volleyball. It says, "Does Blackbeard have Conqueror's Haki? Explain." I'm on the fence.
No.
I'm on the fence.
No.
I see an avenue. He doesn't display Conqueror's kind of actions.
Yeah,
I'm done explaining.
It does come up a lot.
I don't know where Masha is on the fence on this one.
You gonna say yeah?
Conqueror's Haki for Blackbeard?
Yeah.
I want him to, like, just to make sense.
Okay.
I think it's more of a I think that's what most people are hoping against hope that he does.
Yeah, at one point I was, but he's not showing it. Like I already told you, Mike, what Conquerors have in common, what they fit, and one of it's part of it. You don't fear death, you know, and Blackbeard kind of showed that he was begging for his life to Whitebeard. You know what I'm saying? That's the exact opposite of fearing it.
Yeah,
like you're begging for your life.
I like the thought. Oh, Recon, Amano Habakiri was made by Sukiyaki, but so was Zoro's Katetsu, so they were both made by him, and Enma was made by Kozaburo. But I like the idea that people talk about how Blackbeard has multiple personalities, and I like the fact that if he truly does, right? Like, and maybe not physically, like, oh, he's a completely different person. It's just like there's like a different sense, like a different mentality, that
like he can tone shift.
Yeah, he can like turn on and off. Yeah. Like just how Luffy's like go lucky in like Gear 5, right now. And then like we actually get to see like Luffy change his, like, instead of being like laughing the whole time, like get serious. So like I think Blackbeard may have something like that. But I would like the idea that if he doesn't have Conqueror's Haki, like his base form, like his other personality actually does have it. He just doesn't know how to use it like when he's normal. I don't know. For the person who doesn't sleep, it would make sense that he could possibly have like different personalities to me.
Yeah.
Go away.
But I was never truly sold on that whole idea. But it's an interesting aspect when.
He should, if he's going to be like. That's why I don't think he's going to be an endgame opponent for Luffy, because how is his endgame opponent going to be someone who doesn't have it?
Yeah.
All right. Next
we got another 10 from Lowy. It says, "Larry is right. Don't forget Sanji was going to get washed by Virgo. Virgo was just offending, and the moment he heard Law is in the sad room, he got mad and started attacking, almost breaking Sanji's leg."
All right, since you were hyping me up, that's the wrong way. I'm gonna tell you right now, because what you said was not factual.
It's just not relevant anymore. We got another 5 from Ulysses. It says, can you guys put a rest to these Mihawk fans that put him top 1 in the verse? First time catching the live and Spotify listener. # Larry has good takes.
Top 1.
Thank you.
Top 1 is crazy for Mihawk.
From Mihawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are now saying he's top 1. Listen, man, when Buggy's no longer the captain and he is, then I'll start talking about it.
So they're saying Shanks is 2 then? Is that what they're saying?
I have no idea.
Bro, at this point, they probably got Dragon at 2. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
Hey, I came from Mihawk.
I don't know, bro.
Crazy.
Top 1 is crazy.
I don't know, bro.
We got another 5.
You can't be top 1 if you under Buggy. Like, that's just not it, bro. I'm sorry. If you could literally say with a straight face, he's top 1, but he under Buggy, yo, come on, bro. You a clown. You're a clown yourself, bro. I'm sorry. No disrespect.
Like the stream, y'all. We got another 5 from Jason Craig. It says, what Straw Hat passing makes the most sense? Which would make you hate to see?
I guess we entered the first one already.
Yeah.
So the one I would hate to see probably would be Nami's.
Damn. I'd hate to see any Straw Hat go. If I had to go to one specific one, I think the Luffy one is just so cliche.
The one
like
that would hurt
the main character passing. Like I just wouldn't like to see it written into the story too much.
The one that would hurt the most is Chopper.
I'd be good.
The reason why is because you're watching the youngest die, so it's like he didn't even get to like live his life like everyone. I mean, they're all pretty young.
Yeah.
But like Chopper's like 17 or something like that.
I would have hated it before pre-time skip. But
Yeah,
post-time skip, I'm just like...
I'd have cried at a Chopper passing pre-skip. Now I'm like, whatever, bro. They can just recruit Law. We be all right.
Honestly,
same difference.
I choose.
Let me stop.
What?
Bring Law in, bro. Yeah, we lost Chopper. Law.
Chopper crazy.
Marco, yo, somebody. We got dudes.
We not going that far.
Let me stop, man. I like Chopper.
Keep Marco with the bums.
Word.
Keep Marco with the bums.
And I got. Is it the question was the most heartbreaking, was it, or the most
sad? Hate to see the most.
Oh, hate to see the most. Robin's. Like she's been through enough to see her. Like the rest, I think it's Robin's.
I wouldn't mind too much.
What?
I'd miss the Yiddies more
I'd be
than
sad, bro. I'd be sad.
I want to live, and then she just
right. I want to live, and she just don't live.
Like
bro.
nah, you
it ain't work out that way. My fault.
Nah, it's Robin's.
It'd be like thanking Zeph that he could leave the crew and become part of something else.
Oh, no,
and then he leaves anyway. You know what I'm saying?
We got another 2 from Procumbent. It says, smoking on that Seb pack. # Seb of fantasy football fraud. Listen, you got lucky this week, bro. You got lucky,
Let's just
man.
get past it, bro. Let's get past it.
Got lucky.
We gotta get the phone calls.
We got another 5 from Pro. It says, if you could create your own One Piece crew, who would be your top 3 members? # LawDDilf.
My first 3, like One Piece?
Yeah, a crew of characters within One Piece. Who are your
Some
top?
captain?
Who are your captain
First
and first
3?
and second commander,
First
or
mate.
left and right hand, whatever.
You wanna go much first? You know? Lawrence is gonna take
So
forever.
let's go. So how about we do this?
You know?
We do it based on how Luffy recruited his. So you got Zoro first, then it was Nami, then it was Usopp.
No, just name 3 random
Yeah, it's
people.
just 2. It's the 3 people you want in your crew. Period.
Yeah.
That's it.
They got one in my crew.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Yeah, you can go, man. If you gonna,
You really got?
If you know it, yeah, go ahead, boss.
This is kind of crazy. This is like a
This is
first
the
time.
first time
Yeah.
ever.
Yo, what's the moon looking like? It's pretty. It's not full anymore.
Since
All right.
I heard no restrictions. All right.
Oh my god.
No. Nobody that's passed away.
Thank you.
No,
Because I can
no,
guarantee
no,
you, he
no.
was gonna say Roger, Whitebeard, and Rocks or something like that.
and Roger.
That's what I'm saying. You got this. Like,
I was gonna say.
No, we don't care. We don't care. They have to be alive. Bro.
Oh, see now
Yeah.
you're changing up stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
Yo, passing away is crazy, bro. You can name anybody.
It's ridiculous, bro.
So you don't. Sal, you have?
Bullet, Doflamingo, and Gold.
Oh my god.
Yep.
your crew evil, bro.
Yeah, your crew is terrible, bro.
Okay.
They jumping you. they jumping you.
Wait, I'm in the crew?
You
I
the
thought I
captain?
was making a captain in left and right hand.
I thought you were the captain.
I thought that I
It
maybe I
said
misread
if
it.
you could create your own One Piece crew, who would be your top 3 members? That's
Either way, hold on
That's
again,
like you
bro.
being a captain.
Can I go?
They loyal to me.
You can go again,
Yeah.
Lawrence. Go ahead,
They
Lawrence.
All right. Okay, Shanks, Luffy, Zoro.
Shanks, Luffy,
So
Zoro.
basic, bro.
They drinking a lot.
All right. Rayleigh, Anel, and Law.
Okay.
Damn, I don't know what to say.
Because Rayleigh gonna teach all of us hockey, and he's still up there tier wise. Anel gonna be the monster of the sea, and then we got Law, who's gonna learn hockey too.
Damn.
My crew rich.
Okay,
We chilling, bro. We chilling.
Yeah, I gotta get taken in by the Gur-say, bro.
Magellan gonna roll up.
Magellan getting folded. I got Bullet.
Listen,
Magellan getting folded.
listen, bro.
He getting packed up by
He
Gar.
getting-
You mean?
Listen, bro. Go ahead, Mosh. Mosh, you know yet?
Nah, bro, I'm just going random. I got Kizaru, of course. Kizaru's definitely gonna be in there. I'll pick Dragon. I don't know what he can do.
That's all right.
I don't know what he can do, but I know he's able to teach.
He gets work.
I'm saying because
Did you know that he got cake?
does he?
Yeah, that's why they wear the green robes,
yeah,
because
okay.
everybody got cake. It's a twerk dance off all the
okay.
time.
Okay.
That's how he recruited Ivanka.
What's the guy's name from JJK? Hikari? And they had that whole trend with him dancing. No, I forget.
I don't know.
But anyway, like Dragon can stop how to do hockey, so I'm gonna pick Dragon because he can also teach us hockey.
Wait, who did you say?
Me?
Kizaru.
You said Rayleigh,
Rayleigh.
Law, and Anel?
Yeah, that's
And
fire.
Al,
That's a fire top three though. I ain't gonna lie. He
Yo,
smoked.
Mosh, what'd you
right?
say?
He smoked both of y'all. I ain't gonna
Who?
lie. You smoked both of them.
Oh.
What'd you say?
Kizaru, Dragon. Who three? I need a doctor, right, or something.
You didn't even name a third person, bro?
Yeah, you didn't name a third one?
Come on.
There's so many people. It's like 1,000 characters. Let's go Yonko. I'm trying to party.
Just say Mark.
I'm about to just give you a Rogi and call it a day, bro.
Yeah, get a Rogi, bro. You know
that's
you
not a
want
doctor.
Rogi, bro.
Don't
Uta,
matter.
give me Uta.
Ooh,
Game.
ew. She's
Uta?
gone, bro.
She
not
passed
dead.
away,
She's
bro.
not dead.
She
It's suspected she is, but we come
not
on, bro.
dead. I didn't
Come
think she was
on,
dead.
bro.
Wait, is Bullet dead?
We ain't see her on Shanks'
Is
crew.
Gold dead?
Bullets close.
Yo, have we seen Uta on Shanks' crew?
Are both my picks gone?
I watched it. I watched the movie 3 times. I think Uta really died for her.
I don't.
Yo, is she on Shanks'
Bro,
crew?
name a character, man.
I said Uta.
Alright.
Uta, stop.
You sold, by the way.
Uta,
You sold, bro. You sold crazy.
I'm trying to party.
Funny, bro.
You trying to party?
Kizu-
The name Brooke, bro.
Kizaru
Alright.
lit.
Where we at?
Yeah, we gotta get to these super chats.
All right, we got another 5.
Like the video,
From
guys.
William West, it says, first son of the sea beats the brakes off of bum leg Sanji. All right, man. Sanji won the poll earlier. We got
Of
another
course
5.
he is. He's a Straw Hat favorite.
So is Jimbei at this point. We got another 5 from Project Iceman. It says Sanji versus Jimbei is like kickboxing versus karate / jujutsu. And I think that latter part might work in Jimbei's favor with grappling techniques. It could. I think that's
I
happening.
saw that and I like that. I like that. thought
Yeah, that's a
process.
good thought process.
We got another 5 from Monkey D Sauce. It says, how do y'all think the fight between Zoro and Ryuma Zombie would have gone if Zoro's shadow was used instead of Brooks? That's so long ago.
They had it.
It would have been more interesting.
They had Zoro's.
No, not in Ryuma's zombie body.
I know, but I'm saying like, would it?
Zoro would have surpassed him.
Zoro would have won.
Yeah, Zoro
Yeah,
period.
he still would have won.
But
would've
it would have been a more interesting
interesting
fight. I'll
yeah.
say
It
that.
would have looked better.
Wait, what was the question again?
If Zoro versus Ryuma Zombie,
Yeah.
if
Had
instead
Zoro's
of
shadow.
Brooke, it had Zoro's shadow.
So Zoro's fighting himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's fighting
Ryuma with himself's shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Can Zoro handle the 3-sword style, bro?
I think he might.
He ain't never faced it. You think he loses? That's crazy.
Yes, wow.
He might. Wait, didn't he almost lose though?
See?
Until the
No,
last-
Mosh, you're wildin', bro.
This is where like Mosh be on point. In it.
Wait, am I tripping? Wasn't it down to the final? Like, Zoro only had one sword. It was down to the final attack.
He was down the sword in general
Yeah.
because he lost the sword to the Rust dude.
Yeah.
So he only had 2. He decided to use one to finish it.
find
It
it.
wasn't like I'm struggling.
I thought it was close.
Zoro's shadow is in another zombie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All
I
right.
thought it was close.
Got another Nakama subscription from Trav. Thank you so much for becoming a Nakama. Enjoy the emojis.
Arigato, Nakama.
We got another 5 from Captain D Knuckles. It says, "Yo, since devil fruits were made by people's will, who do y'all think that new organic ones are still actively being willed into existence to this day?"
Yeah.
Yes.
The number one probably is I don't want to laugh when I'm sad anymore.
Oh man, that's gonna be out. That's gonna be the new Guardian of Wano, bro.
Yeah.
New guy. No.
It's crazy. But my question, right? So when Kaido says hockey can transcend all, and then we sort of tie hockey to will, right? So wouldn't the person who like would be able to create a devil fruit right now, wouldn't he like be one of the most OP people in the world?
I think it works according to like religious beliefs. The more people that believe in something, the stronger it is.
So you think it's
So
multiple?
it
So it
has
takes
to be a huge group of people in order to create such a devil fruit that believes the same thing. Because henceforth, you give power to said person you're worshiping.
So I want to wash these clothes real bad.
Washing machine fruit.
Washing machine fruit, bro.
I want to be
Washer fruit.
All right,
Like,
I want to be a jacket, bro.
Jacket fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Totally,
It's
bro.
cold.
no, but I think it's like I think it's
wanna be some
deeper meanings
balls,
behind
bro.
that.
Come on,
But
man.
it is pretty stupid. I don't know.
Ball is life.
All right, next one.
We got another 5 from Charlie. It says, "Hey guys, what is the best theory on the burn scar man? I know there's not much on him, but any insights that you guys might
I just
have?"
gave you one earlier.
I mean,
So,
I can.
you heard it.
Sebastian's
I
coming
can
on.
elaborate a little bit on mine, just real quick. In general, like I said, I think it's a former Navy admiral. The reason why is Oda's been tapping into the connections between the admirals and their like proteges / mentors. I think who the person could be for Akainu is this burn scar man who has been duty bound by the Marines or the government to watch over the final road poneglyph to make sure that no pirates can get to the One Piece. As for why, I gotta work out that, but that's my thought process.
Yep.
We move on. We got another 8-month membership to Nakama status from Nick Quavo. Thank you so much, Nick. Enjoy the emojis that come with being a Nakama. It says, "Hey Mosh, does Krillin beat Kaido?"
What's going? This killing me kind of one destructo disc.
Oh man,
You're one of those.
Oh wait. But you think Kaido beats Krillin?
I fully,
hands down.
wholeheartedly believe Kaido beats
even-
Krillin, but
Did Krillin not fall against Super Saiyan Blue Goku? Oh.
I don't watch Super.
Oh,
I'm
all
just
right.
scaling based off the DBZ Krillin I saw.
Oh, all right.
But
Because this.
nah, bro.
I brought this up before.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Piccolo, during the Saiyan saga,
Yeah.
was training Gohan.
Yeah.
Gohan went into ape form
Yeah.
because of the moon. Piccolo destroyed the moon.
Yeah.
Weak ass moon.
All right. So
So.
Weak ass moon.
when Piccolo ended up perishing, and he went to King Kai's planet, right? That same Piccolo and that same Goku went to, my bad. Goku defeated Raditz with Piccolo. He was stronger than Krillin then. All right? Goku ends up passing away, goes to Kaioken planet, and he trains there. Gravity's crazy, whatever. He learns a couple techniques, comes back to fight the next Saiyans, who were Vegeta and Nappa. And he basically solos them, right? He solos Nappa, but he struggles against Vegeta and yada yada, right?
All
All right. Krillin goes to that same planet after he passes away. Yamcha goes to the same planet, and then Piccolo goes to the same planet. They train on that same planet and get as strong as Goku, and they were stronger than Nappa.
Yeah.
All right. That's like 2 arcs ago. Piccolo just destroyed the moon.
Yeah.
So that means that Krillin can destroy the moon and more.
Krillin cut Frieza. That's all you need.
So off of just base of that, Krillin is way stronger than Kaido.
Bro, listen.
It's like no diff.
Bro, one solar flare, destructo disc, we have no Kaido.
Wait, when did Krillin cut Frieza?
Didn't he cut?
During
Yeah.
No, he cut the tail of Frieza.
He didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I could have sworn
Nah.
Krillin definitely hit Frieza with a destructo disc.
You know that was Goku. He used Krillin's ability, right? Because Krillin was already dead.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it was his own destructo disc. Because
maybe.
Krillin
I can't
already
remember.
passed by Frieza. Frieza already took out
Nah.
Krillin.
When Frieza was flipping in his second form
Am I tripping?
to avoid the destructo disc, it cut him. And Krillin was trying to escape from him. That's what I remember.
No.
Either way, bro. This isn't we're one
could've
podcast. But regardless, it's like, yo, if Piccolo
Yeah, he
was,
did.
if Piccolo was destroying the moon then,
Weak ass
and
moon.
Krillin is stronger than him then obviously he could destroy the moon. Can Kaido destroy a moon? No.
In DBZ?
I mean, if he does a
So-
blast breath, he probably can.
We're
In
done.
DBZ? Sure.
We're done. Next question.
Weak ass moon. I lost the place. I have to like find the fan funding thing isn't working right now. So I lost my place. I don't know why. So I'm trying to find it now.
People saying Kaido's not boxing with Krillin, bro.
Kaido not boxing with Krillin.
Listen, man, all I know is when stuff got real,
Can we just move past this?
Krillin was on the sidelines every time down.
That's cool because they're
He not no Earth World Destroyer. He ain't.
So
He is sideline character,
you
bro.
have Kaido fighting Frieza.
Sebastian just wants Kaido to be the person.
Yeah, I got it. But yeah, we got another 10 from Mahmoud Farhood. It says, I might be imagining this, but Roger had a fisherman in his crew, and Whitebeard had a fisherman in his crew. Just saying to be recognized, you might need a fishman. Oh, for the burn scar man. That could be, hey.
Or that's how HR works.
Come on. Come
some
on,
diversity.
man.
Do you have?
Come on.
They check you.
Next question. Next
I
question.
think you're a fisherman. I don't-
Yeah, next question.
We got another 5 from Chris Smith. It says, I believe the burn scar man is Saul from O'Hara. That was something that was popular a
That's
little bit
couple
ago.
people, yeah.
We got another 100 from Sofo. Thank you so
thank you.
much,
Thank you,
Sofo.
thank you.
It says, been watching you guys for 3 weeks, up to episode 97. You guys are amazing. Finally catching you live, but don't want to jump ahead, so I'm a dip. By the way, why was Larry's camera off when Shin was eating that chicken leg in the DDT? Hashtag table thump. Hashtag Jergens. Hashtag Buggy Gang. Oh my God! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sofo. That
Thank you.
means so much to
Thank
us.
you for
Cheers.
a super chat. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not showing here, but I did see that we got 50 gifted memberships from Stride. Thank you so
Stride.
much, Stride.
Stradi, thank you, bro.
W's in the chat for Stride. W's in the chat for Pig for his 20.
W's in the chat
earlier.
for Mrs. Strad too.
Yeah, man, for
Thank
real.
you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you, Strad.
We got another 2 from King SSD. It says 280. It says, which group takes more L's, the Kid Pirates or the Gorosei?
Let Mosh answer and let's move on.
Wait, Gorosei took L's? Am I tripping?
They take L's like every other Saturday, bro.
Yeah, bro, they take L's. They just win enough to still be in power. But they take L's all the time. Bro.
Kids crew. Oh, yeah, they did take Kaido. Damn. That's me. Next question.
We got another 2 from Bazillion Volleyballs. It says, least favorite Del fruit.
Whatever Mac fruit. No. What's the Mac Vice's fruit is?
Tun?
Yeah, the ton. It's
The
I don't even know
Ton
if it's
fruit,
Ton-Ton.
whatever. Yeah, that fruit's terrible.
Kingdom ones.
Kingdoms could be
You
good.
don't like being fresh?
I like being fresh, but I'm not gonna be eating a fruit. I just get some clothes.
That boy from Big Mom's crew. That's like not Mochi, the other one. I forgot her son's name. It's like
The
whack-
cream guy?
Yeah.
It's creamy.
Yeah. That's weird, man.
He makes heavy cream. That guy.
That's weird, bro.
Trying to
You wouldn't eat his cream?
Oh man, bro.
If he made you a cream cake, you wouldn't eat it?
I'll make myself, bro.
Yeah? You wouldn't want to be creamed?
Come on, man.
Right hand blue,
All
left
right,
hand
next
red.
one.
We got another 5 from Danif. It says, let's go band for band.
Next one. Next one.
Oh, wait, come on. Come on, dog. What you mean?
We got another 5 from Danif. It says, nah, but for real, W podcast. Keep up the work. Really enjoy these. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dan.
so much, guys.
And another 2 from Jason Craig. It says, what do you think Saturn's ability is going to be? We discussed this a while back.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's going to be some mythological deity's ability. I don't
What?
know, bro.
Saturn's ability. I don't know, man.
He's gonna eat cookies and turn them into.
Oh, someone said it was a Minotaur, and I'm like, I'm for it. A Minotaur go crazy.
Cool.
He going to slap his meat.
Kaido title out the window.
Come on,
It's like,
man.
what?
Come
Huh?
on, man.
Swanging.
We got another 2 from Jose Lopez. It says, when y'all gonna bring Gia back? Hearts.
Oh,
I haven't spoken much to Gia, but I know she's been doing a lot with King Christian, and they collab crazy. So I don't know. I really don't know. I can't tell you. But I did talk to King Christian. We were gonna have. I'm not gonna say it, but we were in talks for a little bit, and then talks went dead. But overall, great people. King Christian is great. Gia is amazing. You should definitely follow them. If you're not, you're kind of missing out on like anime stuff. So
All right, we got one more super chat from Mahmoud Farhood. It's $20. Thank you so much. It says, Krillin did not die on Earth, so he didn't go to North Kai's planet. Krillin went to Namek and passed to Frieza's fourth form. Also, scaling Krillin to One Piece is unfair, as Roshi destroys the moon in Dragon Ball, in the original Dragon Ball.
oh yeah, I was wrong. My bad. But either way, they're stronger than Roshi.
Listen, bro.
Master Roshi, Kaido, Blast Breath was Kamehameha. Which one winning?
Blast Breath. Psych.
Yeah,
It's definitely Roshi.
tapping that X.
It's Roshi's Kamehameha.
Which I know about Budokai Tenkaichi 3, man.
Tenkaichi 3?
No, it was just
Budokai.
regular Budokai.
No, it was Tenkaichi 3 though. When we were
It was all of it, to be honest.
fighting? Was it Kid Buu?
No, that's the wrong one. We're talking Tenkaichi's the
listen,
one with the
yeah,
3D.
yeah,
We're talking
yeah.
about regular
The greatest Dragon
Budokai.
Ball fighting game was Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 3. Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And they never brought it back.
No,
Made
it's
sense.
just regular Budokai.
It was just Budokai
The
3.
Tenkaichi
Budokai 2
series
all
is
day, every day.
terrible.
Tenkaichi 3 had every character in that
Budokai
book.
2 all day, every
I
day.
It was
don't care
Budokai
about the
3. It
characters.
was Budokai 3.
I do.
Was it 3?
That's when they added the teleportation in it, and it was crazy with Omega Shenron and Kid Buu.
Yeah, that was
Non-stop
so much
teleporting?
fun.
Super
Alright,
Saiyan 4. Super
That's
Saiyan
all
4
the
is fire.
All right, that's all the soups?
Yeah.
That
All right, guys, we are going to now take phone calls. So we have about, what is it, 6:30?
Yeah.
We're gonna have an hour and a half of phone calls. Marv, you want to take a sponsor break so you can use the bathroom and stuff? All right, guys, we're gonna take a sponsor break, but before you do, can you like the video? I'm trying to get it to 1,000 likes. Thank you so much though for liking the video. We're gonna take a sponsorship break and then we're gonna come back to phone calls.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area.
You just fill out a questionnaire and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
Are back. Welcome back, everybody. Marv had to use a bathroom break. We were talking, but this is the point where you guys can call up. So for anybody that's on TikTok right now, for anybody that's in the chat, if you wish to call up, you can do so. Marv, if you don't mind, putting the number in the live chat, and let's get to it.
Yo, you remember when you said North Carolina?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was funny.
What was
bro.
it?
That was kind of funny. Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
What's going on, y'all? It's JT.
Hey!
boy,
Oh
what's
my
up,
God!
man?
Prepare for ignorance,
Finally
yo.
got in, man.
Prepare for ignorance, yo.
What's up, JT?
I've been waiting. I've been waiting to ask y'all this question for a while. I brought it up to Sub and Larry a few nights ago. But the question is, let's say, Luffy was to die. Who would be the best fit to take over the captain role on the Straw Hats?
Very good question.
Strength-wise, Zoro. Leadership-wise, Jimbei or Nami.
You had the
Pick
Jimbei.
one person. Bro.
It's definitely not Nami.
he dropped it into 3 separate categories.
So, like-
So are you saying that there would be 3 people leading the Straw Hats, or just?
No,
we get this
I'm saying like
Recently?
I don't think Zoro could like. I don't think Zoro would be. To be honest, if we put it all together, I think Sanji would be like the best fit. 'Cause it has like all of them. Like has like strength like Zoro, like leadership qualities like Nami and Jinbei. But I don't know. I would think maybe Sanji or Jinbei. I can't really decide on either of them.
So this goes into the problem, right? And ultimately, the easiest question is like, without Luffy, there is no crew.
Facts.
Because Zoro wouldn't follow any of them. Like, you know, the only person he recognized was Luffy. He wouldn't follow Jimbei. He wouldn't follow Sanji. And it goes vice versa. There'll be a few that may follow Zoro, but Sanji's not going to follow Zoro. And Jimbei, he doesn't have that relationship that he had with Luffy that he does with Zoro. You know, so what would keep Jimbei here? You know, like I could see maybe Chopper, Brook, but the thing a lot of them is for Luffy. And that's the main thing, is keeping them all together. Luffy's able to keep them all together because their relationship with Luffy has. Well, I don't know how that relationship amongst each others, you know? So the main thing is, like, besides Zoro, without Luffy, Zoro's not staying. Like,
I
you know,
agree.
it's not going to happen. And Sanji will stick with Sanji and Robin, but besides from that, why would Sanji stay with them? You know? Maybe to feed them, but a lot of them are going to go the separate ways.
Guys, one question. Oh, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, like, who out of the Strats you think would be a good captain?
A good captain?
Yeah.
Jimbei's already been a captain.
Yeah. It wasn't like,
Depending on what you're leading, Sanji could run a kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not change the question, though.
Yeah, my
Let's
bad.
just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think any of them would be a great a great captain.
yeah.
Zoro will be a good captain.
I was asking because then I sort of answered the question.
Maybe.
What's your pick, bro?
It's Zoro. But again, like Lawrence said, I don't think the crew could even survive. But I'm just disappointed in JT because he folded, bruh. He said he was gonna call up here and ask a specific question.
Oh my god.
And he didn't ask it. So you weak for that, JT. You
Are
folded.
you talking about?
Yes.
𝙁𝙗𝐵 versus Whitebeard?
Yes, that's what you said you was
Can
gonna
we,
ask.
can we get to that after?
Listen, I was gonna bring that up actually, but I was like, yo, this is gonna be a better question for Larry's reels, bro. So I'll call next week with the 𝙁𝙗𝐵 versus Whitebeard. Y'all not ready for that though. Like, y'all not ready for that.
So, I think Zoro would lead those Straw Hat Pirates, based on one factor: your captain needs to have an ambition or goal, and in order to have an ambition or goal, it has to be comparable, I would say, to becoming the Pirate King. It's been kind of insinuated that becoming the world's strongest swordsman is comparable to becoming the Pirate King. A lot of people use this in debates for Mihawk being on Shanks' level, right? So with that ambition, your crew is going to follow you. And I think that Zoro has proved that he's captain worthy during Water 7, where he had to initiate the thought process of Luffy and saying, we're not playing pirates anymore. And if this person chooses to betray us, then you're just going to have to let them go. And what did everybody else do? Like Sanji, he followed up. I think Sanji wouldn't be a great candidate either because when we saw it on Onigashima, he looked forward to speaking to Zoro about his condition. He felt that if he couldn't control himself, it was Zoro who would be the one to take him out. So there is evidences of Sanji and the rest of the crew respecting Zoro enough. And not only that, when we looked at Chopper and Zoro during Alabasta, you know, Chopper asked him a specific question about, you know, having goals and everybody doing their own thing. And then Zoro was like, you know, we're together on this. You have to find your own way throughout this journey. And, you know, all of us continue that path forward. He really keeps the crew together when Luffy or Nami is not there. But sometimes when they are there, he still keeps the crew together. And I think there's reasons as to even why Zoro wasn't on Whole Cake. Because if he found out, in my opinion, if he found out what Sanji did, he wouldn't have had an issue with it. He would have had an issue with Luffy itself. So for me, I think that as long as Zoro keeps his ambition and he keeps the respect between the crew, I think that they'll go to a certain extent, but they'll never go as far as they would with Luffy.
They disbanded, dog.
That's just me.
Yeah, I think that it would be hard for them to stay together. But on what you were saying, like Sanji sort of has the same thing. Like he has when he led the Marines and on Punk Hazard, when he led the Straw Hats at Dressrosa, and his dream of finding the All Blues, essentially almost like the One Piece. It's like a fairy tale to people that people assume it's real, but we don't know if it's really out there. Obviously, Whitebeard said the One Piece is real, so everyone's going to believe that. But essentially, the All Blue sort of falls in that same kind of category. Obviously, there's no title to like finding the All Blue, but like there's like an ambition and goal to.
But the thing is, it's not real. That's the thing. And he's not usually the first person that speaks up either. Like for example, when the Water 7 stuff happened and Usopp and Luffy were arguing, right? It was Zoro who stepped in. Yeah. And Sanji thought about stepping in, but ultimately he didn't, right? And that happens again throughout the story where like he's about to with Kuma in the Kuma situation. Yeah. He goes to be like, yo, I'm going to do this, but then it's really like, no, you're not. Like it's going to be me. So he takes those leadership positions, even though Sanji could possibly do it. They would never follow Sanji because the goal isn't tangible. It isn't something that we even know if it's real or not.
So here's the thing, and this is why me and Lawrence said what we said, right? It's not about whether you have leadership qualities in general, right? It's about leading the Straw Hat Pirates, leading the rest of the crew, the Zoros, the Sanjis, the Jimbeis, the Namis, etc. Only Luffy can do that. That's been very clear. That's very evident throughout the series to me. As much as Zoro is what he is, without Luffy tying them together, these don't. It doesn't work. The dynamic with Nami won't work. The dynamic with Chopper won't work. The dynamic with Usopp will not work. It works because Luffy is there too, right? They can step up and lead in situations. They can take leadership roles in situations when they need to split up, when they need to figure out a situation, when they need to have advice, etc. I'm not saying that Zoro can't lead people. I believe he can. I think Sanji can lead people. If we're talking about leading the Straw Hat Pirates, without Luffy's straight up gone, where he's passed, they experienced that, they can't do it. I don't even think he would want to. I don't think any of them would want to continue anything. They would be done.
Yeah, because it's also, too, adding what Sebastian said, I 100% agree, is to me is also they're viewing them as, like, for example, they mentioned that's my captain. They talk about Luffy, my captain. Now you got to switch that. No longer Luffy, like Zoro. Oh, the captain said this. Zoro's the captain. I'm all recognizing that this person is our captain. This is who we're following. And not saying that he can't do it. It's just, it's not their dynamic. It's because I believe that Jimbei showed he could be a great leader. Zoro showed he could be a great leader, and Sanji is like he is a leader too. Like you see him underneath Zeph, he was leading all the other the cooks, and we saw him even on Whole Cake, the Whole situation. He was leading there. So they're all great leaders. For Nami, she's not leading anybody in the crew except for Sanji. You know, like that's about it. And also Usopp and Brook, because they do. She took charge on when everyone else is like, you know. And
people saying Jimbei, yo, he's the newest member.
Like, the best thing about this question is sort of like if you peel it back and then you ask the same question, like, is Luffy truly like a leader? Right? Or is he like a figurehead? You know, like Luffy's personality is what brought all the Straw Hats together, but can he truly lead the Straw Hats? No. Like when you're talking about like we're going to Wano and making a plan, what's Luffy's plan? Just do. Like we're just gonna go and beat his ass. We're gonna go beat Kaido, right? Whereas Law made a plan and had to execute that plan. His plan literally tied into Luffy not following his plan, right? So like is he a captain? Yes. Is he like a leader? No, but he leads people through his actions. Like he doesn't like tell people, yo, you go do that, you go do that. I'm going to do this, and I just know by me doing this, everyone else is going to follow suit, and they're going to find what they need to do in each path.
Yo, I have such great pushback, because, to be honest, when did Luffy actually become a captain during pre-time skip? Because from what I remember, he was really never truly the true captain of the ship. It was always Nami and Zoro.
No.
Most of the time, when they were going through their difficulties, he was learning to become a captain. He truly wasn't a captain. And that was clearly shown during Water 7, even throughout all of this. Yes, he has an attractive personality where he gravitates people towards him. Yes, the Straw Hats banded together because of him. But ultimately, whenever they needed him, he wasn't truly a captain. It depended on Zoro and Nami. They were the captains of the ship. And then when it finally came to a certain point during the story, we were like, nah, Luffy's the captain. Like, he fully took charge of that role. But he wasn't. And you know when it started? It started after they came back and met 𝑓. Because look at it. You keep saying like all these things is the reason why the Straw Hats follow him. But realistically speaking, Mosh just said it. He really never put them in advantageous like positions in order for them to blossom. He said, yo, I'm going to do this, and I just trust you guys to do whatever that is. But he never accounted for the dangers that they would face. He would just do things. And then what happened? Ultimately, he lost his crew. And prior to that, Gekko Moria even stated he lost his crew because he was too reckless. So then when Luffy lost it because he was too reckless and he didn't follow the orders of Nami and Zoro during Water 7, what happened? Lost his crew, came back. He learned what it truly meant to lose his Nakama. He learned what it meant to be a true captain. He has to take care of his crew. And that's what he did.
You're ignoring the growth that took place during Water 7, though. Like, yes, that there was times where you could question how good of a captain Luffy was, But he came into his own during Water 7. He was the one who took charge, said, yo, we're going after Robin. This is a decision I made. We're dropping the ship. These are decisions I am making. And I'm standing firm on those decisions. The others aren't doing that to me. Even beyond that, through it, like when they got to the sea train, Luffy acted as a captain throughout that process. We're starting an alliance. That was the first alliance thing they did. We're linking up with the Frankie family. We're linking up with whoever so that we can go accomplish this mission. And then on top of that, even when people who aren't on his crew yet, he starts doing the thing that he already learned with Arlong. I can't lie. I can't cook. I can't steal. I can't use swords, whatever. I need to be strong enough to fight you as the captain. And I'm taking that burden on myself. We're asking somebody in this crew to take up that mantle. I'm telling you, none of them can do that. None.
No. Zoro can't fight the strongest fighter.
So basically, so that sort of plays into what you're saying.
That's one piece of it, Larry. You ignored the alliance. Is Zoro gonna go, Frankie family, ally with me to do? No, he's not that type of person.
Unless you play him in that position.
No, bro.
You don't understand about Luffy. Like Luffy essentially is a very selfish person. He does things when he wants to do it and if he wants to do it, right? And that's the one thing people tend to overlook because Luffy's a nice guy essentially, but at the end of the day, he's a pirate and he's very selfish. 100%. Just like what you're talking about. Zoro had to tell Luffy, yo, you're the person I follow. Get yourself together. We're not playing pirates. That was what Zoro had to tell Luffy. What I was saying is, Luffy, yes, is a captain. Like when you ask, like, who is the captain of this crew, and people thought it was Zoro. Like, oh, he's not the captain. It's actually Luffy. Like we understand that he's the captain, but is he actually a leader? He's like someone that he's not. He's essentially not someone that people would willingly follow because of what he says, but what he does, right? And like I said, he's literally a figurehead to people. And in that crew, and later on he grew into himself, because even Iceberg and even Vivi said it. Like, you're the captain, this is how you're going to act when you're a captain, you realize what you're actually doing. Even Lucci said it. He's like, oh, you're a captain? Like, do you realize what the situation you put yourself into? And like, throughout the story, in pre-time skip at least, people pointed out multiple times, like, yo, Luffy, if you're the captain, you're acting like this, like, you got to grow up. You have a lot of growing up to do. So it plays on both your parts. Like, Luffy didn't really understand that aspect until post-time skip, but we saw the progression throughout each arc, and especially Water 7, moving on. And it sort of came to a pinnacle when Moria was like, yo, you understand, like, even though you want to be a captain, you want to be this leader, what you're doing right now is not the best
route of doing
the best route to go on. And Luffy's like, I'm going to do it my way, regardless. And he did it his way to the point where he had his brother die in his arms. And then at that point, he's like, damn. And then he had the realization with Jimbei, is like, oh, even though I did it this way, even though I used to do it this way, I understand that I can't continue to do it this way unless I'm going to lose everything that I've been vying for this entire time. Not only my dream, but the people I hold dearest to me, like my crew, just like I lost my brother. Excuse me. So it took a growth throughout the series for Luffy to become the captain, but he's still not a leader, but he is essentially a captain.
And that was Fishman Island. He officially became the captain.
He's been the captain, bro.
That's where I go into, like, because what you guys said is right? But how I also see it is we got to take in consideration the main thing why they also, the outside people, right? They judge Luffy because we could all agree on this, Luffy's an idiot, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of times you'll see where Nami looks like she's being the captain, which I always disagree because Nami was never the captain because not everybody would listen to her. Because the main thing about being a leader, right, or the captain, is you're able to gain people to your side and they're able to support you and follow what you say, right? The only time they really listen to Luffy is when it affects, listen to Nami, and when it affects the entire crew, especially when she's navigating, right? Decisions where it's best for all of them. But for the agenda of the crew, they're not going to listen to Nami. Point blank is where Zoro kept arguing, saying, "Don't order me around. You're not my captain." Like kind of like I didn't choose you as my captain. Zoro will say it to Nami all the time. So the main thing with Luffy is a lot of things like what Sebastian brought up before, what he said on Arlong. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. So there's a lot of stuff that Luffy is lacking there, right? So there's a lot of things that Luffy comes off as an idiot where he needs someone else to do this for him because he doesn't know how to, right? But leading-wise, for example, they support Luffy in a few things, right? Is that they believe that he could accomplish his dreams. They believe that he's going to overcome, and that's why Luffy recklessly puts them in these situations where they have to overcome, right? And that's why a lot of people judge him like I think Brooke even said it. What kind of captain or leader deliberately puts their crew in danger, right? So that's what a lot of people were at the outside were going is like, as a captain, you're making decisions that affect your entire crew that's putting them in danger, right? But they rely on Luffy or trust Luffy and support him that, well, we're going to overcome this because not only is Luffy our captain, but us together, we can overcome anything. That's where, like, their belief and their trust in their leader, because, all right, yeah, we're going through hardships, but he hasn't failed us in the past. And that's why it's showing that Luffy is taking the leadership by supporting what he did before, right? As in, like, when they needed Luffy, right? When Nami, when she was rebelling about when she joined the crew, she was having fun with them. And then when Arlong came, she wanted to take it herself, but she needed support, right? Luffy brought the crew, even though Nami was acting in a way where, like even Zoro says, yo, just leave her, right? And they're like, no, there's something deeper behind her. Like, be it Luffy's able to read her or see what's in her heart, but he was like, no, she's acting this way, but she really needs us. She wants to be bailed out of this situation. The same way he saw with Sanji, he see with other people, where they actively are kind of choosing to leave the crew, right? But Luffy's proving himself in a way, no, you could rely on me. You could throw your burden on me, and I'm going to help you get through it. So just like in any situation, when I am taking the lead, you guys can count on me that I'm going to overcome this for you. That's why a lot of times, like when, for example, go back in Wano, right? Because there's a big testament to like how Luffy was the dynamic of the crew. They're going against this overwhelming power that is Kaido and the Yonko crew, right? And then you legit have Nami and Usopp getting beat down, where they're not strong enough to support Luffy's dream at all. So what do they have to fall back on? Luffy's belief. Like, no, he's going to become Pirate King. Even though we are getting beat down, Luffy's going to come out on top at the end. And it shows out later on that when they thought that Luffy, like, passed, Nami almost broke down. She said, there's no way. Because this is where Luffy always said that he was going to come through for us, right? So Luffy, he's a different type of leader, as in, like you said, he leads by example. For smarts-wise, brains-wise, he doesn't really do that so well because he's an idiot, you know? But he's very charismatic, where he could draw people to his side. And that's what a leader is, because, like, you could be a leader and you could be smart, but if you can't really get people to support you, what are you leading? Believe in you, what are you leading?
Okay.
They're not going to follow you.
But
I agree.
he's also failed the Straw Hats.
Oh, but failing doesn't make you not a leader, though. It just means you failed.
But the thing is, right, like, you're giving Luffy this credibility of proving many times throughout the story that they can depend on him. And when they went to an actual impossibility of them passing a certain point, they depended on him, they reached out to him, they called out his name, and he couldn't protect them. And they failed. So if we're giving, so again, the point we're making is that he wasn't a true captain. He didn't know what it was to be a captain. He just had the qualities of a person that attracted multiple things to his side. But ultimately, he was too reckless in order to perceive what he truly had was a gift, and then lost everything that he attracted. So for me, it's like, okay, so if Luffy passes away, and they come back to Sabaody, and they all go, you know what, let's continue forward. And they look at Zoro. Zoro has the ambition. Zoro has gone through everything they've gone through, and he's proven points that he is dependable. He is a person that works out extremely hard to fight the main person, which most of the time he does end up fighting anyway, like Hoodie and Kaido and other people that Luffy have fought. He's fought Enel. So there are times where we could possibly be like, Zoro probably could lead the team. I'm not saying it's definite, but what I am saying is that everything that proved Luffy was a captain wasn't really him being a captain. He became captain after they got back to Fishman Island.
I think the innate difference what you're making and what we're arguing, you're saying what you're arguing is whether or not Luffy is a great pirate. We're talking about a captain. You can be a captain and make mistakes.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yes, Larry,
either.
You can be a captain and make mistakes. You can be a captain and lead your crew to its demise. You're still the captain. You made these decisions. They didn't work out. That's on you. I'm not saying he's a great captain or whatever. To be a great pirate means that I can make these decisions and protect my crew that way. That's what being a great captain is. Luffy was a captain all the way back in freaking Arlong Park.
But this is
he just wasn't a good enough captain, is what you're arguing.
But then we're talking now about titles, right? Like, we're just giving titles to people based on the fact that they just have it. We're saying realistically, if a person was to become the leader of the crew and they were to be followed by these people and they were to go and make decisions based upon what this person decides, that ultimately decides if they are captain or not. But realistically, you can't just be like, yo, Luffy was a captain, which makes him the captain of the crew. Realistically, he wasn't.
You're arguing the quality of his captaincy. And we're arguing the status, period.
But that's the question.
No, it's not.
The question that JT asked was, yo, if Luffy was to basically pass away, who would lead the Straw Hats?
Yeah, that wasn't.
And that's the question.
But what we said was that none of them could fill that void. That's what we're saying. Because of the reasons Lawrence pointed out.
And I made literally debunked most of what he said.
It's not debunked.
it's
It's
not
not
debunked.
debunked.
So
I'm sorry. Can I say one thing real quick before you go? I'm sorry. Just want to say one thing. The thing is, right, they all chose Luffy as their captain. Each every one of them. That's why they're following it. The problem is it goes into, will they choose Zoro? Yeah, that's the main thing. So go ahead.
So I know you guys probably watched, a few who haven't, you guys watched at least the first 2 episodes of the OPLA, right?
With the first 2.
Yeah,
Okay, we only watched
I didn't want to talk about it too much because of the strike still going on, but essentially like how in the first episode or the first 2 episodes we got to see why people gravitate towards Luffy, and it's definitely his personality. So like I was saying, like, is Luffy a great leader? I was saying no, but he is a figurehead in the sense that he's a captain because of what he does and how he does it. So I was agreeing partially on your part, but I also agreed partially on your part. Whereas like, could the Straw Hats still move on based on, if Luffy were to pass? I would say yes, because I don't think they would just stop after Luffy's gone. Like, they all had dreams still, and they've developed a camaraderie where like, even if Luffy's gone, we may not go after the One Piece. We may not go after One Piece, but there's still other things that we all want to accomplish, and we're not going to go out and seek other people to accomplish things that we already started together, right? So just stopping entirely, Luffy would not want that. So like, essentially, even answering to your 2 parts, like, Luffy would not want you to stop your dream because I'm gone. He's like, I'm going after my dream, and I want you guys to come along with me and still chase after yours. If my dream was cut short, I don't want my dream being cut short to cut your dream short. That would make no sense. So if Zoro has to be the leader, so be it. What if like all 10 of us are leaders? Like,
but half of them wouldn't even be going after the dreams if not for Luffy.
Exactly.
It's not because of Zoro.
Yes, I'm saying they started because of Luffy. They're not going to stop because of Luffy, because Luffy would not want.
But that
them to
doesn't
stop.
mean they're going to do it together.
Yeah,
I'm saying, why would they? Okay, so the thing is, why would they stop? Like Frankie wants a ship to sail to the end of the seas, right? Who would be the best person to help him sail the ship to the end of the sea? The best navigator, like they know, Nami, right? Who would help Zoro the greatest and possibly becoming the world's greatest swordsman?
No one.
I'm saying the reason why
saying the crew because
I
they
get what you're
support him
saying.
in everything
They
he
can
needs.
use their other people's skill sets and talents and their goals to influence their own.
Yeah. So I agree with you.
With Zoro, there's like a almost
different.
0% chance there. But with the others, I feel you.
Yeah.
But so I understand what you're saying, because like, it's hard for a crew to stick together when the figurehead, the glue that holds them all together is gone. But at the same time, that glue that brought them together made them what they are now. And if they all split up, they lose a part of themselves that they've been going. Even though the Sharks been on the ship for like what, maybe a year, 2 years together, maybe not even. I think it's less than that.
They've only been like 6 months.
Yeah, so even less than that. But like, they've grown to a part where Robin's like, Sanji's like, Robin, come and save me. Sanji would never do that, and Robin wouldn't put herself in that situation. Chopper was to the point where like, I was a monster. I had no family. Now I have a family. No, Luffy's dead. All right, bye family. I'll never see you again. Makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're not saying they're never going to interact again. We're talking about continuing on.
I'm saying, but
as a crew,
they would have a lot of reasons to continue on together.
Then, to me, how I see it, just because we've been on this for a while, and I'm pretty sure JT's still on the line. Pretty much, is that the main thing is like, I can see all them staying together, but I don't for the goals wise, right? Yeah. Zoro, I can see Zoro if Luffy, pass Zoro leaving to go achieve his goal to be the world's greatest swordsman.
He would not leave the crew, bro.
I think he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Because everyone else, like you said, they're tied together because they're still going after their dream.
Yo, but you're putting the Straw Hats in a place where like the only reason they care about each other is because of Luffy, when that's not true. If Luffy was gone, they still care about each other. Zoro proved that. Zoro saw Kuma, and Sanji offered himself up to take the punishment that Luffy received from all the battle that they received, right? But he was like, yo, Sanji can't take that. I can take that. I care about Sanji. They've done it multiple times. And like Mash just said, with Sanji asking for Robin's help, he knows he can count on these people. What makes you think that Zoro would just leave, or anybody of this crew would just leave each other because Luffy's no longer there? They love each other. They're in it with each other. They call each other Nakama for a reason. The same way Usopp got beat up. They went and fought Frankie for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what they do. That's instilled in them. And if Luffy already passed on this feeling of family and he's gone, there's no way in hell they're splitting up.
They're definitely splitting up.
To be honest,
They're
Again,
not.
it's
They're not
it's just a I
continuing.
know so.
I'll take
No,
this.
I
they're
know
not.
so.
You're telling me what goal are they? You're trying to
saying-
say they're going to go after their goals?
No, I'll
they
take this.
have a common goal of making Luffy the Power King. That is why they are together.
I'll take it a step further. I think if Luffy were to pass, they would actually still go after the One Piece. I think they would still go after it.
And
Think about the best way to send off the person
That
that
I
brought.
kind of agree though.
And the thing is too,
kinda
again, why do they do that for Luffy? It's because Luffy has an ambitious goal he wants to obtain. Zoro has a very comparable goal he wants to obtain. They would, if not, just be like, yo, we're gonna make Zoro reach that status. It's sort of the same thing.
That's the biggest problem though. Is because like, all right, for the Pirate King, that is something you literally cannot do by yourself. Yeah. Becoming the world's greatest swordsman, that is something you kind of have to do by yourself. Because if you're not relying on your own strength. You're relying on others. You're really not becoming the world's greatest swordsman.
The only support they can give Zoro in achieving his goal is getting him to the destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the person that's strong,
The
bro.
pushback was that you guys say that, but literally Zoro needed to leave and go to Mihawk in order to get even strong enough to even pursue that dream.
But he did that. Oh my! We've done this too long, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying he couldn't do it by himself. But obviously at this point he could probably go off like, oh Mihawk, Luffy's dead. Let's do it.
Anyway, JT, you still there?
I'm still here, yeah.
What
That was a lot. That was a lot.
What are your thoughts, bro?
So I didn't listen to everything you said, because y'all just talked for 27 minutes. But respectfully, there's no way in any way, sense, or form that it is Zoro. It would 100% be Jimbei. I'm actually okay with people saying Zoro. All the other crew members, absolutely not. You can make an argument for Sanji. I guarantee you right now, if Sanji was the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, Zoro would leave. I guarantee it. There is no way I see that possible.
Sanji wouldn't even step into the role if Zoro was available.
I think, like I said, I think it'd be a shit.
He would know better.
Yeah.
No, Zoro's out of there if Sanji is captain. I promise you.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't let it slide anyways. Like he would never let that actually happen. Jimbei's goal is different than Zoro's. Jimbei's goal is to basically end racism, which is more like domination of the world type thing to accomplish. While Zoro's just become like the greatest swordsman. The crew is gonna be motivated to progress Zoro to just his own goal. Like Zoro could be the world's strongest swordsman right now. Some random dude like Blackbeard could kill Mihawk, and if Zoro's number 2, he's number 2, and it's a wrap. He's number 1. So they don't need it like they did with Luffy. Jimbei's already been a captain. Jimbei already knows, and everyone respects Jimbei. Like there would be no problems under him. And even though y'all have mentioned times of Zoro doing things for his crew and stepping up, I agree. But if Luffy wasn't there, he wouldn't have done it. All that stuff with Kuma. If Luffy was not there, he would not have done it. Countless panels of him saying, "I'm just doing captain's orders." He wouldn't have saved Smoker at Alabasta if Luffy didn't say it. He cares more for Luffy than his crew, 100%. So yeah, I got Jimbei.
Zoro wouldn't follow Jimbei though.
We can't get into this, bro. We're not gonna go in circles.
It's not.
It's a part of the question.
It's also part of the crew because like I'm gonna bring up this decision. Name one conqueror that followed someone that wasn't a conqueror. It's not in the show at all. You won't have it. It's not happening.
Jimbei a conqueror, bro. If we're being real, Jimbei a conqueror.
If that's how he feels, man.
We know, everyone here, even though it hasn't been shown, we all know Jimbei's a conqueror. Come on.
Right.
You know, Lawrence.
JT, bro. Appreciate the question.
See y'all later, man.
All right. Take care, bro.
Thanks, JT.
Much
Hey,
love.
Whitebeard and Dopey coming next
Oh
week.
my god.
It's coming. Y'all can't avoid it for much longer.
See you later, JT.
See y'all, man.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
What's good? It's the meet me.
Meet me! What's
going
up,
on,
man?
Talk to your kid, man.
How you doing, VV?
Bro, this has been a long struggle of the calls. I had to use 2 phones. I had to too much work to put into this call.
How you got 2 phones, man?
Yeah, bro.
I gotta use borrowing from other people. One Piece podcast call. Too long. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I got like 4 theories. I want you guys to choose one. So,
Okay.
The first one is I got an Arouge theory. I got an Usopp allegations conversation. We got something about BD Pirates coming up to Elbaf, and then why Camel is the most important character in One Piece.
Camel?
Yeah.
From Alabasta?
No, Camel. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Aokiji's
Yeah,
bird.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go with that one.
I want to hear your Rouge.
You want to hear that?
Of
All right,
course
we'll
you
go
do.
with the Yarouge one. Let's do the Yarouge
We'll go
one.
with the Urush. So I think it's pretty prevalent that every single Worst Generation member has had a quite important role in each art post-time skip. You know, except Fishman Island, you know, Punk Hazard, we had a lot of Law. And then, you know, we got Capone. We got, like, a lot in Wano. But I think Aruj really fits if we go to Elbaf next, because he's, like, he has a strong power, giants, and then, I don't know. I feel like Aruj kind of got to appear eventually, because they can't just leave my boy out there. But specifically, I think Aruj is going to, like, be friends with most of the giants. I think he has, like, a connection with them. And maybe Aruj has a poneglyph rubbing from the giants. And let's say we're saying Saul is the Burn Man, which I don't know if that's right. But if he is, maybe Aruj has one of the markings, and he's going to be the one to give the Straw Hats it if they, like, I don't know, they team up for some big battle in Elbaf.
I have a lot of
So I'll just mention one thing. Honestly, I think you're onto something, because have we noticed that Luffy has been interacting with each Worst Generation member, like the 9 supernovas, every single one of them. I think Rouge is the only one left, just about at this point, that we haven't seen them in any way team up with or collab with or whatever. So I think we should see a Rouge soon, probably on Elbaf, which makes sense because that's the next arc, or with Bonnie, because he's with Bonnie now, leading to Elbaf, because we haven't seen him, the Straw Hats interact with him yet.
So with Yarouge, it's very interesting. I made a lot of videos about it. So if you actually watch Yarouge's path, Yarouge essentially has gone to every single spot that Kid has gone to, besides Wano so far. So when he went to Raijin Island, I think Kid also, because remember, it's only 3 places you could have gone. I think it was like Mysterio Island, Mysterio Island, but there's another one. I can't remember the name of it. But I think
That was the most dangerous one, and Kid, odds are he was going there. Right?
And then when Yarouge went to Raijin Island, he met Casa. Casa was the old woman. I was like, do you want an umbrella to go on the island or something like that? And then he went to Big Mom's territory where Kid went. And then he went to right above where Kid's hideout was when Kaido fell, and Yarouge did a prayer when Kaido jumped off.
Right.
And then Kid got beaten by Kaido, and then Kaido took him to Wano. But obviously Yarouge didn't follow him to Wano. So I think the next possible place is Elbaf, because that's where Kid ended up going. And to add a little bit more, so the huge tree that's in Elbaf, I don't know what the name of the tree is, but people call it the Yggdrasil tree. I forgot what it is. But essentially...
Isn't it like the God tree?
Yeah,
like
people...
the Adam tree.
I don't know if they gave it a name yet, but Yggdrasil tree is like... It's sort of like in the same concept of like a God tree or like the tree. And when Gonfal was talking about there's other ways to get to the Sky Islands, he was saying the way of the north. And I think... If I remember correctly, I think that's...
It was like the south or something like that. Like far south, there was a way to get up to Sky
I think
Island.
it was the way of the north. I think literally the term was like the way of the north.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah,
And
there was 2 ways.
Yeah. And I can't remember if Kid's compass pointed to like the north, like northern direction where he went to Elbaf. I could be wrong. But essentially, I think Elbaf ends up being the place Yarouge goes to, because not only is the moon... Not only is... Burka, the place that Yarouge came from, but Burka is also the real life name of like the old Viking port that used to trade out things. So I think like it sort of gives prevalence to like Yarouge possibly going to Elbaf some way.
I mean, also, I think he has to have some importance. Is like there was no reasons for us to see he defeated General Snack. I mean, he's just done so many unnecessary things. Like we see him for like 3 seconds, and then he just disappears again for like 400 chapters. So he has to have some importance. It's not like Oda forgot about him.
Right. I agree. I hope so, and I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I don't know. His Delpfruit isn't named like Bonnie's, you know. He has like a lot of mysterious stuff going for him, just like a lot of other characters in One Piece. But like he's gotten I think he got less coverage than Shanks in my opinion. So
This
don't
is so
know,
funny,
you know?
bro. All right. Well, meet me, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I remember the Hawaii stuff was happening, so I'm glad to hear you're good, man.
Yeah, thanks, you know. I need to call in next for the camel theory, man. There's like some really important stuff I gotta say about camel.
I needed to hear that, man.
Yeah.
But meet me next time, man.
Next time.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate getting in, you know.
Yeah.
You guys need to get more people in 3-hour calls.
Listen, Sebastian wanted to
Gotta give
push
them
back
100%
so hard on one question, bro.
It's not
Could've-
just me.
It could have been over like 10 minutes ago.
Not just me.
You guys can't do any of these 1v1 questions. It gets too long.
Yeah,
We
it
get
gets way
heated.
too long.
We get heated.
But you're right, Mimi. Thank you for advising us.
Well, you know, enjoy.
All right, have a good one,
Say bye
man.
to your son, man.
Give me a second? Okay. Thanks for calling me. Until next time.
Appreciate it.
All right, later.
You're stupid.
Guys, we'll do phone calls in a second. Not phone calls, I meant super chats. Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
This is Victor Hay.
Hey,
Victor, what's up,
Victor,
brother?
what's up?
How are you?
I'm doing well. It took me a while to get here, but I'm finally here.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions for y'all, and that's it, and I'll be done.
Okay.
That'll be it.
What's
The
up?
first one is, how would you feel if we got that cop-out scene between Zoro and Mihawk? Zoro gets that level of skill. We're like, oh, man, he's going to put the whooping on him. And somehow, Mihawk ends up losing an arm. How would that make you feel?
Like it gets off-paneled?
I don't think.
Also, there's
Zoro
like...
would care.
Like we know a big battle's coming on, and Mihawk's gonna be there, but like, you know, could be the situation, and then Zoro becomes the new world's strongest, and then what's her face, the girl that's always hanging around the smoker, becomes his like Zoro and shit.
Hey, cursing.
Oh,
Also,
sorry,
there's like
sorry.
mad wind, bro.
Yeah.
Another question is, how would you feel if one day it turns out that Goldie Rogers made a deal with the government to kill Rocks?
Hold on. You got anywhere that you could be without the wind?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's better.
All right, better.
That's better.
All right. The Mihawk and Zoro thing. Mihawk just losing an arm. I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed if the battle was good enough. You know, like the battle has to be really, really good.
He
Who's
was
he fighting?
He wasn't saying he lost it. Like Zoro becomes the world greatest by default because Mihawk lost the arm and Zoro just takes it. Right? That's not what you're saying, right?
I think Zoro would still fight him. Personally, I don't think he would be like, oh, he lost his arm. I think he'd still fight him.
Yeah, he's not Mihawk.
But you don't think that Zoro would have the same mentality as Mihawk when he sees Shanks and it's like, oh, you're not as good as you used to be, so I'm not going to fight you?
No, because Zoro would never be under Buggy.
That's not why. I think the fact that this is his goal, period, it just means like, all right, you're not as what you were, but you're still the world's strongest swordsman to me. So I'm still gonna fight and beat you, and if I need to fight more people to get stronger, I have to. But end of the day, he's not gonna be like, oh man, I got the title because of a default. Like Zoro won't accept that.
To be fair, if Mihawk lost an arm, you guys read like other series at all? Like the term heart sword, you heard it before, right? So basically, you can make a sword with your will, essentially. Never heard of it. Oh, but essentially, like, if Mihawk lost an arm, I do think that he'd be able to make a sword with essentially his will, and that's sort of what Zoro has already done with Ashura. Like he has 3 blades, but like with Ashura he has 6.
So there would be like a hockey, like it'd just be a hockey arm.
Like
that
hockey
just
arm or hockey
exists,
sword.
or
I
some
feel
sort
like
of spirit.
I think it would just make sense that if Mihawk's skill is that high and Zoro can already create swords with his sheer will, I don't see why Mihawk wouldn't be able to do the same thing. But losing an arm and not fighting, I think Zoro would still fight him for sure. And I think the way Zoro beats Mihawk is by cutting or breaking Yoru. Like the first thing he told him, he's like, breaking the sword is like the greatest shame on a swordsman, and that's what basically Mihawk did to Zoro the first time they fought. He broke 2 of his swords.
Oh yeah.
So I think breaking Yoru would be like the best.
That would be crazy. Zoro broke
He breaks
his-
the sword and cuts his arm off.
But hold on. But wait.
Just peak
That's the king.
Mihawk L
But wait though. But goes into what Mihawk said though.
and his eye.
Blackened blades can never be broken.
Yeah.
So
Black don't crack.
Listen, how else to prove that you're the world's greatest swordsman than breaking the
world-
greatest sword ever? and cutting Mihawk's eye out and taking that arm.
It would prove how racist he truly is.
Yes,
because he has to break the black sword, bro.
It's a what is it? It's not a circle. It's
yes.
Horrible.
I'm done with you.
The other question was go ahead, Lawrence. If you had something else.
No, I was going to answer that one. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what the other question was.
It was about Gold Roger
My other
making a
question
deal with
is,
the Marines.
what would happen if it turned out like everything we're told about the day where Rox was taken out by Blackbeard and not Blackbeard?
It's all just a lie.
Roger, and what if it's all a lie, and we find out that Rox was their version of Joy Boy, and and it might have been like this big scam that went on.
I'd hate it.
I would absolutely hate it. That would honestly upset me so much. Or like this is like Larry always says, bad writing, and I don't hear so much. That would be bad writing. The whole time where he just made a deal with the world government for Rox, the whole thing. It's just it goes against even what because Roger's supposed to be similar to like Luffy and Garp, and that is not something they would do. That's when I know understand Roger. I don't see him doing that at all. Like. It's just not.
It'd be a character and plot inconsistency in my opinion.
For him to.
Well, we've only seen Roger after the fact. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen him during those times where he was like out and about doing his thing.
Rayleigh doesn't seem like the type that would be riding with a dude who's making deals with the government that way. Because to me,
even a little bit we saw during the flashback on during Odin's flashback where we saw Roger. I think it gave us a little insight into like Roger's personality and how he kind of does stuff, and even before then, he was loved by so many of his crewmates, and just to make deals about it, it kind of takes away from him. What I would think. So I would not like it.
I think it was the same place, same time. Like, oh, Garp, yo,
yeah.
I was like, let's handle this.
He probably was like, yo, Garp, he's mine.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Like he was like, yo, Rox is for me, bro. You do your thing. You go handle Whitebeard if you need to.
My big question is how they end up there. How the Roger Pirates get there. That's the big question to me. I think it has to do with some type of royalty, like probably a celestial dragon or something. Because there's no way he should just God validity. That's weird to me.
Got the Earl Jackson for that, bro.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done, guys. I hope y'all.
Victor,
all right,
man.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call.
Yeah, man.
Take care, bro. Damn, couldn't even get a bye. Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo. My bad, bro. Hold on. Hey, Larry, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? What's your name?
My name is L. You could just call me L, bro, for real.
L, bro.
Yeah,
what's up, L?
I had a couple questions to ask y'all. Thought it'd be cool.
What's up, man?
All right, so right. We know Luffy's fruit was hidden from and renamed and all that, right? So my thing is, what is the chances of other fruits also being renamed? Basically the world government tried to hide the god fruit from the world. My thing is, what is the chances of other fruits being renamed as well? Do you guys think that's possible?
I think it's very, very, very possible. I think one of them is your favorite fruit.
Which one?
Anel's.
Nah, that's not renamed.
The reason why, right? So my theory was why does Enel act the way he does currently? It's very much different than everyone else from Burka. And I was saying the reason why is because it also is a mythical zone. You know how Luffy acts differently when he's Joy Boy? Enel's entire personality became I am God. And he's gods are from the moon, this, that, and the third. And he doesn't have any wings from Burka. People are he took his wings out. What if that's just the form? What if that's Luffy in Gear 5 or Enel in his wherever God form that is, and that's why he lost his wings.
Spawn the Tomoe.
Yeah, and his whole personality changed to that of being a god.
If we had an example of what Enel was like before he ate the fruit, I would probably lean heavier into that. But I mean, as far as the question, I think the odds that they did it one time is just low.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if I would like it per se. I prefer it to be it happened this one time because the fruit is what it is. But the odds that the world government went, we're only gonna do this one time and every other fruit is just named accurately, etc. is I don't know. I feel like the odds of that is just lower now, especially now.
All right, if y'all have time, just Google the name Durga, Durga, and if you read out the definition, it'll describe Nico Robin to a T. I'm unable to do it right now, but if we just read it out,
I'm looking at the picture.
Describe Nico Robin.
But I will say Oda has used like mythical like etymology to inspire things that he's done in the past. It doesn't necessarily mean that Robin has this fruit, but it could be.
Right? No. If you read it out, like I promise you, like it describes Nico Robin to a T, and then even with Brooke being like he's a fucking skeleton, bro.
Language.
No cursing,
bro. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Yeah. So how's he not the Grim Reaper? You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, how was he not? And my thing is, even with Luffy, one day. I honestly with Emu Sama being like the king of all kings, eventually Luffy will have to take his place on top of the world, right? Like, and even with Joy Boy and Luffy's Devil Fruit, like being top tier, why wouldn't he be a god of all gods or like, I don't know. It's just something about reading Nico's Robin Devil Fruit and then even looking at Brook where it's like, all right, maybe Luffy's already on the road to being the king of all kings. You know what I mean? So I guess it's not a question. It's just something worth mentioning. But thanks for picking up the call, fellas. You guys are doing an amazing job, bro.
Nah, thank you for calling in, man. Thank you for the compliment. Appreciate
nice to meet you,
El.
Nice to meet you.
Cool.
No L's today. No L's today.
Nah, you cursed, man.
Nah, that was cursed.
I don't know that I would like for another Straw Hat to be one of those.
Nah, not right now.
I don't know if I would like for another Straw Hat to be the one that has one of those fruits.
We'll do super chats at 7:30.
Yeah, people saying chopper.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry at That One Piece Dog. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, this is Andrew.
Andrew! What's up, man?
What's up, my bro?
I'm doing good, man. Lauren's looking kind of. Oh wait, Lionel's looking kind of different. Bro, you getting in the gym?
Yeah, put on a couple pounds.
Oh yeah, I just got here a little late, and the first thing I hear is like, "Hey, Zoro wouldn't follow Jimbei." I'm like, "Hey," I was like, "Damn, Lord, that's kind of racist."
That was crazy.
I'm not Sebastian. No, I'm kidding. With the
next thing you know, you're gonna say to Sanji when he finds the all blue, he's like, "Whoa, Jimbei, you're not included all this."
He would not include Jimbei though.
That's crazy.
Because there's gonna be some mermaids on that, and that's where Sanji wants to keep it.
Hey, you stay on the ship.
All these mermaids are for me.
Hey,
we need somebody at the helm.
Yeah, he's gonna both say, "This is my property."
Hey, what you doing on that ship?
This is not your water now.
Listen, bro.
How terrible. Like the stream, y'all.
Like this.
Yeah. So my question is, since One Piece has so many various different designs, what are some of y'all favorite designs in the series? Like just in terms of character designs.
Don't ask Larry.
Oh man, Carrots is pretty cool.
Come on, man.
Who?
Viola.
Come on.
Boa Hancock.
Come on, bro.
The Dawn before she got all crazy looking.
So what do you mean? She was just wearing a pink dress.
She was fire.
What, you don't like Big Woman?
Yo, Big Mom is fire.
Young Mom's appearance in that was actually pretty dope.
Kaido's is dope to me. Zoro's original design is simple, but I love it.
The slim one?
Yeah. Just the little white Henley with the yellow, like with the green. I always thought that would look cool. A lot of the movie designs are dope. Katakuri's is dope. I think my favorite is Randolph though. The random rabbit.
Yeah,
rabbit.
Bunny, the rabbit mink or what? Not mink. Homie or whatever he is.
No, he should be a mink, I think.
No,
he's a homie. He's like a homie. Yeah, I think.
He's a homie turned into
I thought he was riding the thing that was a homie, and he himself is an actual thing.
I might be tripping. No, but either way, he has like
he listened to Nami with the homie card.
Yeah, he has like a Crusader's fit, and he's like a rabbit. I always thought that was dope, man. Like he just looked cool.
Super dope.
I like Kaido's drunken form goes crazy. Like I said, to me, I think one of the best characters Oda's ever drawn was the young king. When it was animated,
King!
Young King was so fired. I to be honest, I think Oda wasted King to the point where I get so pissed.
Yo, pause. Yeah. But
that's a big pause.
Adult King. You feel me?
What did I say?
It's fire.
That's
Albert.
that's an AO moment.
Listen,
I don't even know what I said.
You said my man was fire, bro.
Literally, I'm lost, bro.
How did you have that ready?
I was waiting for a moment.
Honest, but the character design for me, I like a lot of the characters like they mentioned. But for me, I used to have a problem with them because remember, you used to those that all the One Piece characters used to skip leg day.
They still do, bro. They still
crazy
skipping
how
leg
Oda
day.
be drawing these people with these Aki torsos, you know, thick neck, like they be trained like they're boxers, like, you know.
Yeah.
Then the skinniest legs is like they don't squat at all. Like Zoro's the only person in One Piece that we see actually doing squats. You know.
I want to see his leg muscles, bro.
Huh?
I want to see his leg muscles.
Wait, you say you want to do squats for Lawrence now?
Wait.
No, I said no. It's good. No, I said like it's gonna be like a squat stream. Like it's like, hey, today we're gonna do a squat stream.
Smash and losing, bro.
Yeah, bro. I ain't got it, man.
I'll give you a real answer. I do love every design of the characters I doubt the most. So I think that Blackbeard's design is incredible. I think Marco's design is what makes him really shine. Mihawk's design too is super crazy. I think that's one of the dopest fits.
That kid, bro.
I think Kid is actually pretty dope too. His fit is pretty dope. I think Killer.
Killer's dope.
I like Killer though, actually. There's a couple people that I like. Superman. I even mess with Dragon's fit a little bit, like the cloak and stuff.
That's mad basic, bro.
Yo, but you know what it is? It's the Vegeta hairline. He looks like Raditz.
Man.
He looks like Raditz. So
I like Shiryu just because he reminds me of M. Bison.
yes, he does remind you of M. Bison.
M.
That's
Bison.
true.
I need him to go for somebody's legs, bro. I need him to do the slide. Listen, he does that slide. He enter in my top 10, bro.
Low key, one of my favorite designs too. He just never became like a canon character or even a non-canon character. Was Chameleon, the one that was stealing the Jolly Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was like a foe of Whitebeard's. That was dope. Yo, Shiki, bro. Shiki wanted a hard one, bro.
Shiki's is hard just because, like, dude has got, like, swords for legs.
Yeah,
and
that's
he was
crazy.
dancing. Like,
Yeah, he was cool.
that's just different.
Yeah, he was dope.
Y'all can't tell me a post-time skip wiper not fire. I'm gonna keep mentioning it.
You've
Post-time.
only seen him, like, one time.
Oh no, it was on the cover page, bro. Post-time skip wiper go crazy.
We know you have a type.
Yeah, bro.
Clearly.
Dude's practically just naked, bro.
This is mad leg right here.
Hey, man.
Andrew, who's your favorite design?
Yeah.
There are just a few that I meant, like how you said, like Mihawk, but I am surprised no one mentioned Crocodile.
Oh, yeah. Crocodile Dofi, those are the generic ones.
Yeah, those are generic.
This one's gonna be like, I know a lot of people don't like this, but I like Vegabunk's design, like
Which
like
one?
the old one where he has like the apple on his head and he's like the signs. Like,
Oh, that was cool.
not the
I thought that
Yo,
was cool, and I like the fact that he has 6 satellites to make it more wacky.
yeah.
But I think the satellites were kind of whatever, except for a
Yeah.
few.
I kind of like the German's
mean-
design.
Shock. Who?
oh yeah. Also Shaka and
Oh,
Shaka
Shaka.
looks cool, and Lilith. I like Lilith because she's thick, but
Oh, Stussy design, top tier.
Yeah. And the Germans, I think the Germans was pretty good.
And Doll. I know Larry did this earlier, but like Stussy and Doll, that's like a different vibe from some of the other One Piece women. Like he made full vampire mode, and then he made full like goth chick mode. I thought he did it well.
one I forgot to mention is Kizaru. I mean, that man's rocking like
Kizaru.
gold.
Yo, you know what? You know what I was gonna say? So like in the last chapter, right, on the cover page, it was like the 2 monkeys with the Kobe and Helmeppo's glasses.
Yeah.
If Kizu had
Kobe's got
No,
Helmeppo's glasses.
was Cyclops, right? From X-Men?
That would be fire.
Yo, I'm
That would
telling
be
you.
fire. That would be fire. That would be fire.
I'm telling you, I should have done.
That would be cold.
Yeah.
And also Aokiji, like, or Kuzan, because like I'm not too sure which one, because like his one that he wears now is pretty nice, but also his original Admiral looks really cool, especially with the jacket.
What's that called? Like, it's not a cravat. It's like a handkerchief thing he got going on.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
The Austin Powers joint?
Yeah, you got the whole just a little sophisticated.
I forgot it.
I hate Sabo's design, by the way.
What?
The top hat?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
Sabo
Sabo's
makes me
design.
cringe every time
Is it
I
just
see
the
him,
top
bro.
hat?
It's the eyebrows, it's the eyes. Everything about him, bro.
Nah, you're just weird, bro.
Nah, bro.
He just has a scar and just said, you want to know why I get the scar?
People, to be honest, I don't think people just don't like Sabo.
Yeah.
They just
Yo, I like Sabo as a character.
Why?
I don't like seeing him on screen. Does that make sense?
No.
It's racist. It doesn't.
Man with the burnt scar.
It's weird.
Sounds
But he's
racist.
blonde, Sebastian.
I know he on the gang just cause, but
I don't get it. But it doesn't make sense. How do you like a character but not want to see him on screen?
I like what he's trying to do. I don't like that he exists. Does that make sense?
Yeah, people.
Is it low key?
That's how everybody feels about Sanji, I guess.
Yo, maybe I got it. Ascot. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
An ascot.
Ask the ascot.
Is it because he reminds you of Ace?
Maybe. It might be that. It might be the fact that it's the amnesia thing, bro. I mean, that's what it is.
I think they should have just made a new character. I think like the whole the ASL thing. I get it. I think they just should have just did something new.
What they should have did was they should have just made his fire blue. That's it. Like just distinguish him because Ace was always red, wearing stuff that were red. He rocks blue. Make him shoot blue flames.
I don't think I could get past the amnesia thing. I think that's my biggest problem.
The newspaper?
Yeah, because you don't like Big Mom either. And plus,
I didn't like Big Mom before the amnesia thing. That just kind of added
you're
to
right,
it.
because she's a woman.
Oh my god.
Oh damn.
Y'all be just lying.
Bro, we got the evidence.
Not liking Big Mom is so basic. Like that is like my most basic take. You know what I'm saying? Like she's annoying.
Yeah, the last design I'll just say is like I know Larry don't like it, but Blackbeard, like the one he's rocking now with like the long beard is listening to the black jacket. I think it looks kind of tough.
He just said that he liked the Blackbeard design.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I
like both designs actually. I just you know what I hate about Blackbeard? His shoes.
Him?
Yo, they're like the little clunky at the front.
His shoes are like I don't know if you ever played Kingdom Hearts, but they look like they look like Sora's boots. The one that Sora
low key
wears.
Blackbeard just playing Kingdom Hearts.
He really is.
Yo, he is, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's just playing Kingdom Hearts.
What do they call it again? They're called the Heartless?
Man. I think so.
Yeah? Oh, Marv said yeah.
Blackbeard just playing Kingdom Hearts, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, he winning.
Yeah.
I guess.
Until Sora shows up. Sora's losing.
Sora not being... Let me
Sora?
Kingdom Hearts. I'm tripping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Low-key, I'm tripping. Sora was kind of hard at the end there.
Sanji's mom dead. I'm like...
Sanji's mom
dead. Sanji's all right.
Blackbeard folding to her too, bro.
But, yeah.
Yeah, Sanji got alright. He got some like alright outfits. No.
Sanji?
Oh.
Some of them suits be mid.
He got
some of them suits be
mid.
mid.
It's just a suit mainly, so.
Zoro's egghead outfit. Do go
tough,
crazy.
tough. MC vibes, bro.
Yeah, go crazy.
So did Usopp though.
Yeah,
he got the
Lucio
yeah.
from Overwatch. Yeah.
Also, Jimbei got a good one as well. I mean, I think the tattoo really makes it like work with the outfit.
Yo, he gotta stink. Ugh.
That is wild.
That is crazy.
This is what I mean. Y'all be saying this, and I'm the one that gets the hate, bro.
Yo, he gotta smell like fish, bro.
But Sebastian, we got like 50 episodes of evidence for you.
Yo, I've never said anything racist towards the Fishman people.
The worst smelling dude is Sanji.
He's smoking and cooking fish.
He smells like cigarettes and fish.
But he showers daily, though.
I would hate being around him.
He showers daily.
I would probably throw up.
He gets out of the ship and he just jumps in the sea.
Yeah, y'all think that Chopper just be dropping pellets?
You think they clean up after him, bro?
Just be like,
wait, pellets are made.
Like poop pellets, bro. Just like.
Oh, bro.
What's wrong with dingleberries all day?
Dingleberries.
Crazy. Chopper get in the bath.
Bro, it's got to be something up with those pellets because after what happened with Beppo, I don't trust Chopper with anything he does.
Oh.
Yeah. They gotta have like a wee pad on the Marriott, right?
Beppo, I'm confused.
Bro, Chopper's a drug dealer.
You gave him drugs, man. For the low.
He brought. Yo, imagine Beppo just giving like, hey, yo, try this. He's just like, huh? What does it taste like? He just starts spazzing out.
But all right, Andrew. It's that time, man. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, no problem, man. Also, shout out to Buggy. For just being there. Yeah, have a good day.
All right, you too, brother. Talk to you later.
I always like Mr. One's design too.
Oh, that's my. I'm trying to.
Martial arts.
Marv, after this one, we'll do super chats.
I'm gonna try to audition for that.
Yo, that would be tough.
Yeah, I heard it here first.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I just go by KD is what you can call me.
KD. What's up, KD?
Not much. A big fan of the show. It's my first time on here, so happy to be here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for calling.
Awesome.
What's your question?
Yeah, so I just had a quick, I don't know if necessarily, kind of a question, but So obviously with the Saturn on the ship, you know, people are kind of like, I think they're overhyping what the Gorosei are gonna do. Because my thing is, if they were really like that, like how people say they are, there's no way that Sabo could have gotten out alive the way he did.
You're right. You right.
Oda gonna plot his way into anything. I'll tell you that right now.
To be fair, Sabo got hit once. He was on his deathbed, bro. Like he was like, if he got hit a second time, that's it.
He got hit by 𝐸, bro.
What's that? Again, Oda gonna plot his way through whatever he needs to. If he needs Sabo to survive a situation, he gonna survive it. It doesn't matter who was in the room. Bro.
And to be fair, the Gorosei could be like buggy level strength. His purpose there, they said in the last chapter is like
buggy level.
I'm saying even if he's like weak. I was gonna say weak AF. But like even if he's really weak, they said in the last chapter, the Vagabunk's like, we are the highest authority on the island. So Oda's like basically telling us, oh yeah, until Saturn comes, and then he orders the Seraphim and the Pacifists to turn ship, and now we have the flip of Onigashima. Instead of Otama being on their side, it's on the opposite side. So that could be all of Gorosei's role. He may not even fight at all. He's just like, yo, Seraphim, take out the Straw Hats or go get the Sella, you know. So
at the minimum, whatever he did is still something that can affect a Sabo level person, right? So he doesn't necessarily have to be strong, but he just has access to something that can hurt a dude, even a Logia.
Yeah.
So
probably like maybe Sea Stone Coffee.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know that he needs to be Hawks or anything. He just needs to have a Hawks built like technique, like even just one.
I just want the Gorosei to be strong, like because Dofi's the only strong celestial dragon besides Emu and possibly for Garland. Like
we got the plot Holy Knights coming in soon.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, dang, with those the celestial dragons to say ain't training. Like you know, they're living in paradise from their mind. Or like Dofi only got strong literally because of his circumstance. So that's what the Holy Knights come in, where someone who's gonna be hopefully stronger than like the CP0, but like a warrior-esque celestial dragon. So that's where the Gorosei step in, where they're actually going through training. They're actually knights. They're fighters, you know. So, but the rest of the standard celestial dragons, why would they? They kind of view themselves above everything, even beneath all that violence, to sort of speak, that they have other people do it for them. Yeah, you know.
But the Gorosei, at least, I think they have to have something, because like even though they're like, oh, no one will disobey us, like the admirals are flip of a switch to destroying Marijois, and if it's only Emu, then it's game over. So I think the Gorosei, with them, I think most of their titles are tied to like War God or something like that. I can't remember. And was it Patrick, the swordsman?
I don't know their names.
I forgot. I literally did the whole thing on their names. I forgot it again. But essentially, I think there's no way he's like tempering his blade, cleaning it every time, just for show. You know, I think he has something.
I don't know, bro. People be like waxing Ferraris and leaving them in the driveway. You feel me?
That's true.
All I'm saying is that I've been called out many times for hyping old characters such as Garb and Rayleigh, right? But I'm always told that the old generation is out and the new generation is it. So anything you think about these old generation characters really ain't all that, right? My expectations is too high. Keep that same energy. Keep the same energy. But enough. Thank you, man, for calling so much. I appreciate it.
Yep, yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. All right, have a great one.
Garber's really him, for real. Damn.
All right. Let's do the super chats.
It's good to hear that from
super
you,
chats. We're going to do super chats really quick, and then we're going to go straight into phone calls again, guys. We promise. One-on-one questions, we're not doing them.
Yeah.
Just to avoid it.
We got $2 from Chris Smith. It says, if Saul had survived, he would surely be burned. Yeah, I mean, people say he could be the burn star, man.
Probably.
Thank you. We got another 10 from True Will. It says, love y'all, keep it up, and Larry, your takes so fire.
Arigato.
Yeah. We got another 2 from Dan If. It says, what do you think of the egg on Roger's ship?
It cracked. Thank you.
That's who the burn scar man is, though.
It's Humpty
That's
Dumpty,
the burn scar man.
I think it's on Stink Island, too.
Stink Island?
Stink.
Oh, I thought you said
I think that's why it's named that.
The egg's called Stink?
Sphinx,
oh.
we got another $50 $50 super chat from Straw Hat Nelson. Thank you so
Nelson.
much, Straw
Sorry
Hat.
about getting into it so late.
Yeah, it says, I personally believe Luffy becoming king of the pirates will not be the end of the series. I think he needs to become the king to fulfill his dream. He'll become king, then the final battle will come. How do you guys think it will end?
I agree.
We talked about this a few times. I think Luffy has to become king of the pirates. He has to see what's on Rafto in order for him to make a choice, because Rayleigh said, we came to our own decision. When we read it, maybe you'll find your own way, right? Or you'll have a different view. So we need to see that first, I think. I think, anyway.
Yeah. I was going to say, I wonder if it's different, just low-key. You know how, like, when it came to that decision, Momo was in a similar situation, but he chose not to open up Wano? What if Luffy decides to do something different from what Roger decided to do? Like, Roger wanted to achieve his dream, but couldn't because time-wise. But what if Luffy decides something different? It's like, maybe doing that is not, But yeah.
Yeah, maybe. We got another 10 from from Red Eye. It says, finally caught up on all your episodes. You guys get me through work every day, so thank you. But random question, if Robin had an awakening, what do you think it would do?
I'm so perverted, bro.
Come on, man.
I knew it.
Come on. What? Permanent limbs? That's kind of crazy. Permanent limbs is kind of crazy.
So...
But people think that she's awakening now because her Adelphi can affect the environment, but I was saying like Diamante sort of has the same effect, and I don't believe he's awakened. I think they're not awakened until they were explicitly told. I know Kaku's like the one outlier, but we just assume because of Lucci. I think like she can like change things that are like her surroundings to her limbs and control that. So like she can, instead of like sprouting from herself, she can make the giant building her leg instead of like sprouting it from the ground itself. I don't know, something like that.
Or she can take away limbs. So like, let's say you're fighting her, she'll be like, yo, you just don't got any legs. And now you're like,
you trying to kick and it's just like, nah, bro.
It's not even there no more.
How would she do it? She have to make contact first?
I mean, she can grow it. Why can't she?
Could she make contact with her additional limbs to do it? That would be crazy. Because you're just anywhere and she's just like,
should be scared.
Bow, and you're just like, and it's over.
What if like she doesn't have to cross her arms to do it? Like she can freely move her limbs. Like,
she shouldn't have to cross her arms now in the first place.
Just like how what's her name?
She grows like Shanks' arm back.
Oh. Nah. Oh.
Mihawk finds another way to duck smoke.
You know what's crazy?
his sword ain't long enough.
Quick for
you might not even black, so
it
don't even mean nothing to me.
But your eye is still messed up, right?
Fun fact: I was thinking that Man-Sherry could possibly heal his arm too.
Man-Sherry.
The
temporarily, like if it dropped on there and just like grew back and then it would like retract.
Why would it retract? You can just grow back, right?
Because it wears off.
Yeah.
The healing that she gives wears off over time.
But if you're healed, why would it wear off? You know what I'm saying?
I think what you're proving. Hold on, what you're proving is that it just wouldn't work that way. There's no way his arm just growing back.
I don't know. I didn't know. I don't think it like wore off. I think like you just heal. Maybe I remember wrong.
So you gotta keep going.
We got another 10 from True Will. It says, if you had to swap Luffy's fruit with another devil fruit, who do you think he'll like and benefit from?
Katakuri.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Yeah, I think that one works. We got another 2 from Trav. It says that meet calling dad at work. We got another 10 euros from Hammer of God Usopp. It says, hi from the Netherlands, guys.
Hello, Netherlands.
Hey, what's up?
We are One Piece guard game players who found you on our Spotify, and we all love your Usopp getting Mjolnir as a dog Zoan theory. That was the broker, I believe.
Yeah, that was the broker.
It says, thrilled to see you live tonight. Verde.
Oh,
is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know.
I didn't see it.
Verde?
Verde sounds good. Sounds
yeah,
great.
I'm gonna stick with Verde. But thank you. Yeah, he hit me up on Discord. He was like looking for us. He was looking for y'all.
Yes.
So check in with Hammer of God Usopp, man.
Yes. If anything, guys, join the Discord. You can talk to us freely there too.
Yeah.
Thank you though for joining us, Netherlands.
And look for Mosh. He plays the One Piece card game.
Yes, he does.
We got another 2 from Andrew Miller. It says, I love the 1v1 question.
You don't like the 1v1 questions. You like the toxicity that follows it.
Thank you. That's exactly
You're
what
toxic.
It is. Yeah.
Remember that.
We got another 2 from Strada. It says, dude calling from Skypea. I can't tell if that was Victor or L. Because it could be either one.
It was to do with the wind.
It's either that or Deuce
Yeah.
High.
Yeah.
It's either one of the two. We got another 2 from Takeem. It says hashtag Lawrence D. Dilf. Another 280 from King SSD. It says saw Usopp fan on Twitter arguing he beating an L. Usopp is not beating an L.
No hockey.
No, just no.
Dealing with hockey.
He got the reject. No, he's not beating an L.
He's not.
We got another 2 from Luis Rodriguez. It says, what are y'all's takes on the voice of all things?
They just be hearing things, bro.
They're just hallucinating.
They just hear stuff.
You can interact with like anything that has a voice.
It's a unique ability. I want to see if it actually plays into the fact with the whole Iron Giant thing.
It's a plot device, and I actually don't like it. We got another 22 from Ahmet Selim. Oh, it's like Ozg with dots. Maybe there's a longer name there.
Yeah, it's a
but
longer
it says
name.
hi from Turkey from a sleepless night. I hope you can sleep.
You on Drum Island. Don't be lying. You on Drum Island if you ain't sleeping. Also, thank you for the donations, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Seriously, thank you. We're going to get back into phone calls, though, okay?
Yeah,
so
that's the last
let's
one.
do it, Marv. Just wanted to hit those so they don't wait in limbo too long. Did they just hang up? Oh, damn. Oh.
Hello?
He's calling back.
I knew he was talking about L, bro. I knew it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I just hung up a second ago. It's Jarhead.
Hey, what's up, man?
What up, bro?
Hello, hello.
I finally remembered my question I wanted to ask you guys a while ago. We'd be at work bored, so I was calling in real quick. I know a lot of new people want to get in, so I'm gonna speed run this. How do you guys feel? I know you guys talk about it a little bit. How do you guys feel about people in the Discord saying Garp didn't care about Ace at all?
That's
crazy.
ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
We've had this conversation a few times. I don't even think it's ever gotten to the point where he didn't care about Ace. There was always a conversation that he should have done more for Ace.
He chose duty over his family.
Yeah, and he was crying. That's legit showing about care.
I gotta say one thing about it. I was saying that we never thought of it from a perspective. I asked my grandpa about this. It's just kind of funny, but he was telling me like, the only freedom that this character Garp, I'm saying it for word of what he said, this character Garp you're telling me about, it seems like he's only achieved his true freedom from the Marines. So that's the only freedom he knows. Just like, you know, how I described like Luffy to him and Ace and all these other characters, he's like, that's his sons or his grandsons. He was the original free person. And the way he knew how to be free back in that time was to become a Marine. And, you know, my grandpa was a Marine, so he knew when he went into the Marines, he wasn't fighting for what he thought he was fighting for. Same for Garp. He thought he was fighting for true justice and true happiness and all that, and then found out he was probably working under the Gorosei, and that's why he's the hero of the Marines, not an admiral or a fleet admiral. And that's how I don't know how you guys felt about that opinion.
Your grandpa goated, bro.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
I know he is.
Your grandpa goated for that perspective. It's a very emotional and insightful, empathetic perspective. But I will say this. The person inside of me would throw all that away in order to save the people I love. That's just how I work. And I think you would probably think like it's a very Luffy or Roger thing to me, but like seriously, like if it came down to it, and I would do what Eren Yeager did. No joke. Like I would choose to murk the whole world for the people I loved instead of them murking the people I love, including me.
I have never seen
he agreed. He agreed with Garp. He said, or not a Garp, but he agreed with your point. He was like, I would have dealt with him, but you know that's a different person, a different perspective, you know.
Jarhead, were you able to get your grandpa into One Piece?
I'm gonna get him into it, but I don't want to get like too big into it. He's still struggling with like Vietnam and stuff. So like if he went through like Marineford, he'd probably be like, like stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy.
But I low-key want to get a channel for him because he like all I'll say is this, and I'll go back to One Piece. I asked one guy about like what he knows about the 3rd Battalion, 3rd Marine Corps in Vietnam, and everyone in the Discord started helping me with it. But like he was in the worst battle that could possibly be in Vietnam, but he's the nicest man I've ever met. So that's why like a lot of these like Roger, like he's my big inspiration because he reminds me of my grandpa, someone who is like not to mess with, but he's just laughing and smiling the whole time, like having fun. But like, you know, he has that demon in him when he really needs to get it out. You know what I mean?
Only the toughest men know how to enjoy the easiest of times.
Oh, for real.
And
I guess one more Roger joke. I always talk to Vic in the Discord about his theory with that. And I was like, bro, you are crazy for thinking that he worked with the world government. I was like, there's no way he worked with the world government for rocks. He just wanted him gone.
Yeah, he's just not written to be that kind of a character to this point. So.
Yeah.
But Jarhead,
I'll skedaddle out of here, bro. I just wanted to say that real quick because I thought that was an interesting perspective, from a old Marine himself. Because most people think they know what they're fighting for until they actually start fighting the war, and then they realize truly what they are fighting for. Like think of Kobe. That's a perfect example. Kobe thought he was fighting for justice, but he had to stand up against the Kainu.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks for sharing. That's a good point. Insight.
Yeah, I love you guys. Be safe. Everyone join the Discord. It's fun. I'll see you guys.
All right. Thank you, Jarhead. Much love, man.
No problem.
Thank you.
Much love.
Dope, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was a dope perspective. I mean, regardless, he still didn't make the right choice.
Yeah. That's fair. That's 100% fair.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hi, this is English. This is a first-time caller.
Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you for calling.
I'm doing well. I actually did super chat, so you're gonna get like double questions or whatever. But I wanted to know what you guys thought the most impactful sacrifice in the series was.
Oh man. Most impactful.
On us or on the series as a whole? Like that, I think those are two different questions, right? Technically.
To be fair, like personally for me, I think the most impactful to the story was Zoro's sacrifice on Thriller Bark, but that anybody can take their own. So I guess I'm asking personally, what do you think the most impactful sacrifice was?
Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Honestly, I like to say Corazon's. Because in a way he sacrificed his life, but he did a lot of. He didn't just sacrifice his life. He did a lot for Law and to get him to like change his whole perspective. Because what Corazon experienced, he saw the making of his brother because he grew up with it, right? And he saw another making of his brother in Law, right? And he was like, I gotta do everything in my power to stop this. So I'm gonna betray my brother, even though he kind of already did that already. But in a sense, he betrayed two people. He betrayed his brother. But since he was aligned with the Marines, he kind of had to betray the Marines as well to save Law. And then go through sacrifice of being like beat up and tortured and then sacrificing life to save Law. So for the storyline, it's not really part of the storyline, but like answering your question about like the greatest sacrifice, I believe was this person gave up everything, like everything he had was Corazon for Law. And that's why it impressed on Law so much, why he had to do it, what motivated him. Like this dude gave up so much for me, you know?
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Smosh? I have a few, but I was gonna wait for y'all to
Just
say.
name one, bro.
There's no wrong answer. Just because it hasn't been mentioned yet. Odin's sacrifice, the carrying of it just was so insane to me to see. I'll just name the one. I'll let you guys go. But Odin carrying the scabbards was insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say Odin as well.
Yeah.
You were gonna say Odin?
Yeah, Rosinante. I mean, yeah, Rosinante was also really good.
Yeah, Rosinante's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, those are actually my top two, honestly. I'm trying to think of a third one.
I'd probably say something that gets overlooked because it didn't have that many significances on the story because it was so early, was Rogers. He sacrificed himself for the Age of Pirates, but he also had time left from what we know.
Yeah.
Again, people always bring this up and they bash me online for saying it, but we don't know the real reason as to why he just chose to sacrifice his life. A lot of people assume that it's just because he was passing away and also his main goal was to start the Age of Pirates, whatever. But it's like, okay, so what were the real reasons behind all of it? Like, that was the thought process, right? But it's like, okay, what started it? Like, why did he want to do that? Was it just that or was it something else? And it's like, he left Ace to be alone. He left Rouge to hide beneath a basement for months on end, for 22 months to be exact. He let his family die off when he could have been there a little bit longer. And depending on how much longer, I mean, if Rouge can stay alive with a baby in her stomach for 22 months, the greatest pirate ever known can probably live a lot longer than usual. So, and Odin proved that, right? Like Odin was in a boiling pot for how long? Just because he willed himself to do something. Meanwhile, somebody else dipped inside of it and they perished immediately. So it's like something happened with Roger, in my opinion, that the sacrifice is gonna. Once we know what the One Piece is, we're gonna be like, holy crap, this sacrifice was crazy. Like this would have never happened if it wasn't for Roger.
Dude, there's so many. There's Ace's sacrifice for Luffy, Pedro's sacrifice, Yasue, Bon Clay,
twice.
Garp ain't on that level just yet. I feel like.
If we knew if Garp died, I would have passed. I would have.
There's so many.
What
man.
about
Belmer, Zeph. Like there's so many sacrifices that have been made for people.
I think the Bone Clay one, the second time, because he did it the first time with pretending to be the Straw Hats, but then he did it the second time by getting himself captured, even though he didn't pass.
Yo, real talk, Zeph.
I just said Zeph.
You said Zeph. My bad.
I just want to add, honestly, going back thinking about more too, going back to Roger's one that you said, they even added to it. You know how like Roger's dream is the same as Luffy's dream, right? And Roger realizing he couldn't do it in his time. But going by what you said, is that if Roger putting faith in like getting this out there, that someone's gonna come and achieve this one. It's like Luffy's dream is supposed to impact the world or change the world for the better, right? Roger doing this is kind of like, you could kind of say the ultimate sacrifice, like that time he could have with his family or kid, but like knowing by getting the people to go for the One Piece is someone's gonna inherit that will to achieve what he wanted to achieve that he couldn't, right? Which will change the world, like, because you have to become Pirate King, then do whatever Luffy wants to do, that dream, which is Roger's dream. It could be like that Roger kind of like pushed that way forward because obviously, just like Dragon, he's taking the revolutionaries to change the world because something has to change. The world government can't be in power. So to change that, Roger pushed that forward.
Sanji's mom, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm Future Saiyan 1, Kuma. Don't even know what it is yet. Whatever it was that made him do this, it's got to be peak, bro.
Yeah, Rouge is a really good one too.
I want to say Rouge. Belmer, like there's so many, man. Yeah. There's so many.
Yeah, Belmer is a good one too. The good mobs.
Oh my god, it would have been Pell.
Olivia.
It would have been Pell, bro. It would have been Pell, but it's not. And I hate you for making me relive this, bro. It would have been Pell. Bar none, it would have been Pell.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm so serious, bro.
I'm so sincere.
Yo, Pedro's sacrifice was so whack, bro.
I hated Pedro's because
I don't think it was worth it.
Nah,
it wasn't worth it. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's disrespect. It's funny though. That's disrespect.
The thing is that he went there knowing he was gonna do it too. He's like, I'll prepare.
That's the issue I have with Pedro's is that he was doing it in part because he knew he didn't have much time left. Yeah. If it was like, yo, I'm Bon Clay and I have my whole life ahead of me, and I'm doing this anyway for the gang, it's like, okay, it's like, all right, well, you was about to go.
I mean, that's,
oh yeah, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say that's subjective because it's like we don't know what was on Bon Clay's mind.
We know.
Yeah.
We know.
Like
what was
when
on
he
his
was
mind.
pulling Luffy through the trenches, he knew he wasn't gonna make it.
Man, I don't know. Bon Clay was like, "Oh, I'm in prison."
Yo, the toughest.
I'm up.
The toughest fit that.
No. No, the crazy part at that point.
You're an idiot, bro.
Yo,
Come on, bro.
The thing is,
you gonna pick up that?
Wait. Go ahead.
I would say two things, bro. It passed. Moment passed.
Bon Clay dipped out Luffy to find the showers.
I know this is gonna
crazy.
Shut up, bro. To change the topic.
He said everybody thought I was sacrificing. I was gaining.
I was getting stupid. But how you gonna get on Pell? But then Zoro kind of survived his though.
Yo, Zoro a MC, bro.
And Zoro's a conqueror.
Listen, don't do this, Law. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this. It's not, and it's also the parameters. He was taking in Luffy's paint. Like it's more than that.
Pause. What is that?
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. That was crazy.
I'm coming at you.
That was crazy.
I didn't say
like
nothing.
Like the stream.
Like the stream, man. My mom calling me.
What about you, bro? Did we ask you?
I said it was Zoro's sacrifice, but I think that the most impactful to the story was Garp's reservation during Ace's
Oh, you about to trigger Larry?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wait,
Bro,
don't trigger.
I think that Garp really tossed his whole family in the bag, like in the trash, when he decided to let Ace get executed. Like of course he had to stand on his morals, yeah, but then
okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
blood, bro.
I know he's saying that Garp's sacrifice of his self-respect is a sacrifice worth mentioning.
He's like killing himself daily because he knows he made the wrong decision.
You know what?
Had to sacrifice.
He let himself get beat up.
Garp deserved to get taken out in 2 chapters. I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Now you see how I felt.
Good, bro.
Now you see how I felt.
Good. All right, man. Just let him get taken. I hope Blackbeard one-shots him, bro.
Okay.
Make it the worst possible outcome, bro. But thank you for the call, man. That was a great question, actually.
Yeah.
Of course. First time caller, I'll call back.
All right, thank you, man. Look forward to it.
For the next episode.
So the next episode.
I was
Enjoy.
wilding with the bond play.
Yeah, you were wilding.
I said, I'm up.
Literally.
Did Luffy know about Roger when he was a kid?
He heard about him from Sabo said it. Sabo told him about Ace's dad. Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from that One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey, Larry, and hey, guys, it's Ralph, Chef Ralph.
Ralph,
what's up, brother?
Not much. Listen, I'm going to be quick about this so that way you guys could get maybe some more people. I just have one theory I wanted to share with you guys. Long story short, the theory I have is I think the Rock story it was a foreshadowing for what's going to happen to Luffy and the Straw Hats crew. And this is why I think it's going to be Kobe and Buggy that's going to team up and go against Luffy. I don't know exactly for sure what the reasoning would be, but I think it's going to be connected to Luffy destroying the home base of the Celestial Dragons, and it would be the perfect because it would be after him going against Blackbeard, and then at that point Zoro could go against Mihawk. Sanji could go against Crocodile, and Crocodile and Sanji fighting could make sense because Sanji was at Kamabaka Kingdom, where Ivankov could have told Sanji the backstory of Croco Boy because he was already at the island being trained with the recipes and everything. And
Croco Boy.
And I, if I'm being honest, it would be the perfect foreshadowing for Luffy having to fight Buggy and Kobe, because Buggy and Straw Hat fought it was the first pirate crew fight ever in the story. Luffy didn't fight any other crews before Buggy and his crew. That was the first crew he ever fought, so it'd be a full circle on that. And it'd be a full circle with Kobe because him and Kobe met in the beginning and was his rival to being, I'm going to be the king of the pirates. He's going to be the strongest Marine. And I think that'll be a full circle for all three of those characters, the triangular trio, for them to all fight. Luffy would feel some type of way as well because he's already feel some type of way about Buggy being a Yonko. So that would even add more fuel to the fire. And plus, this will be the ultimate way where Buggy would become king of the pirates because he's always failed upward. And
he winning?
Instant. Oh, him and Kobe are winning.
Oh, no.
Him and Kobe are winning. Hold on, though. I understand.
Let him cook.
I get it. But here's why I think they're winning. Luffy has already sacrificed so much of his life in the story, from what he went through pre-time skip all the way up to Marineford. He's already sacrificed a lot of his life, and I'm still under the belief of my theory that the devil fruit that he has is sapping away his lifespan the more he uses it. And if I'm correct in my other theory about devil fruits and how they have to fuse into the user's soul, it would make sense how Joy Boy never stays long enough, and everyone who's ever gotten the Joy Boy devil fruit has always died so abruptly. That's kind of what we're running with, based on what the story has said 800 years ago in the great battle that Joy Boy was in. So that's just my theory. I would love to know what you guys think about it. Clearly, I know you guys aren't happy about the death of Luffy, the Luffy losing to Buggy and Kobe, but you know.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard it, I was like, yo, Ralph tweaking, right? But yo, Oda be trolling. Yo, if his goal is to make Luffy the hero of the Marines and to make Buggy the Pirate King, like if One Piece is over, like it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their story. They're the people that defeated Luffy, the Pirate King, right? I mean, I don't know, man.
But that's not his goal. Right? I mean, maybe Kobe being.
Plus, let's be frank. Even though we look at Shanks as the person who's like mirrors Roger, Buggy has always wanted to mirror Roger from a party perspective. He's always wanted to be the flashiest pirate like Roger. That was his idol in that sense. I'm just saying.
Yo, Ralph, I feel you, bro.
There's bits and pieces in there that you can go with. Other ones I was like, all right, they lost me, but you have something you just need to tweak it a little bit.
Yeah, I could possibly see where Kobe goes there and Buggy goes there, but where the Straw Hats are losing, that's just crazy.
To be honest, I can definitely see Buggy and Kobe fighting together. That's actually something I can see.
I would love to see it.
Because I think that they're really on a crashing course to fight each other, regardless.
Or at least the link
is that Buggy is going by how you get over that way Kobe views Luffy, and how he would view Buggy. Because Buggy's kind of a jerk. Like, he's not, like, for the people at all. Like,
he can manipulate Kobe, though. I feel like he can finesse Kobe a little bit.
Definitely the type to strike a deal.
I'll say this, that piece about Crocodile and Sanji, and Crocodile's actually a woman the whole time, and, like, Sanji actually a woman. I loved it. That was great. That's, like, a minor piece of the theory. But that's so good to me.
Oh, he sees like a picture of like Croco woman. Like, oh,
you know,
I know.
That would be wild.
Yeah, listen,
I'm just saying.
I think
it would tie into why Sanji went to Kamabaka Kingdom, not just for the recipes, but just because there's more he could have learned that later on plays a role in the story. And also, I'm not saying that Buggy and Kobe like defeats Luffy per se. I'm just saying like nobody sees what happened. Luffy dies because of his time is up, and Buggy just feels upward. You're losing the fight the whole time, but because this inconvenient thing happens in your favor, you get to be Pirate King because now nobody can dispute that you didn't take out Luffy.
So Luffy becomes Rocks, Buggy becomes
Roger, and Kobe becomes Garp.
Yeah.
Who he's always wanted to be, and Kobe becomes Garp, who he's always idolized.
Larry low-key likes it, yo. I can see it. Look at him. He low-key likes it. Look at him.
That's crazy.
All right, Ralph, before you go, you gotta say Croco Boy, like Bangkok says it.
Oh, Croco Boy! You know what? For that, I should get a shameless plug.
Good guys. Yo, Ralph, thank you, bro. Those are great theories, and that was a great impersonation, brother.
That was dope.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Definitely will. You guys do travel safe. Get home safely.
All right, thank you, brother. Take care.
Nah, no problem. You too.
Oh, man.
All right, guys, we're going to do super chats real quick, and then we're going to have to go. If you can, before you leave, like the video, like the stream. I just want to say thank you to everybody as well.
Yeah, we got a couple super chats sitting. Sorry we took so long to get to these guys. We got... There we go. We got 5 from Isaiah Davis. It says, what's Vivi's reactions when she meets Robin face-to-face since joining the Straw Hats? I don't think she'd have a major problem.
She's going to be like, oh, it's lit.
Yeah, she was beefing with Crocodile.
She's very forgiving, so yeah.
We got another 5 from Swimming Bases. It says, love the show and can't wait for more. What sacrifice in the series was the most impactful? I guess he asked. So shout for calling, and thank you for the donation.
Thank you.
We got another 5 from Eric Velasquez. It says, what's the strongest named attack the Sunny could tank? Ooh, I don't know, man. I really don't know. We also got a 14-month membership to Nakama status from Celestial Donkey. It says hashtag Buggy Gang, as always, thank you so much. And we got another 10 gifted memberships from CD. W's in the chat for CD, guys. And I think that's it. That's all it Soups.
Yes. Listen, guys, if you can, like the stream for your boys. I specifically want to thank Mosh for joining us on another episode. It's been a pleasure, my boy. We're going to go have dinner now. Do you want to say anything to your fans? Or
Yeah, know where to find me. Mosh the MC on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere else.
And them DMs.
Just kidding.
But I also want to thank Mosh. Thank you, Mosh, for not Mosh,
bro.
Marv for production, everything as usual. And thank you to everybody that continuously supports us. Also to Ahmet Salim Askan. Thank you for becoming a member for the Nakama status. All of you are greatly loved. All of you are greatly appreciated. But this is the end of our show. So my name is Larry,
Lawrence,
Sam, Mosh, baby,
and Lionel. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Jala!